Alright, just give me a mic check.
Alright, mic check check. I can hear myself.
I think we're okay. Yes, we are. Alright, everybody, welcome in and welcome back to more Danganronpa, Another Despair 2. I am Mr. Grinchman, once again along with ACP. In the last stream, about a week ago, the two of us, as well as a special guest who named EX, who joined us, we started up with Chapter 4. Everything seemed pretty normal at first. We were just going along the boat and going to the next island. However, in the very beginning scene, Nikkei talked to Iroha, or Iroha called him out and asked what he was, told him about her having to commit the next murder, as Mikado told her to do at the end of Chapter 3. Nikkei said basically, "You're on your own. I'm not working for Mikado anymore." He confessed to the rest of the group the next day, except for Shobai and Teruya, that he had betrayed Mikado and Void and was working now to take them down. Mikado found out and didn't really like that. And however, after that, everything kind of took an unusual turn. On the way to the next island, instead of docking like we normally do, we crashed into the port, seemingly with no pilot. The monocro didn't even do the announcement. So that was really strange. We went and looked over the island, and everything about the island was different. It was actually snowing, we actually felt the effects of the weather for once, and a lot of the stuff seemed unfinished, as ACP pointed out, especially with the city area we explored. However, the most interesting area that we found was a tower that we found out was not supposed to be there in the first place. This wasn't even supposed to be the exact layout of the fourth island we were going to. The tower itself was very strange. It had a ton of books with seemingly gibberish everywhere, and very bizarrely, statues all over the place. Most of them were of Monokuma, but there were 14 other statues of the other students from the first game. With the exception there was no statue of Teruya, no statue of Akane, and presumably the statue of Yuki had the top of it chopped off. So we don't know why exactly those things were there. Strangely enough, in the tower, Mikado also does not have access to his wizard powers. And very strangely, Monocro seemed to have a weird personality change, where he is acting more like Monokuma than Monocro, calling us to the tower, asking us to look in several books for some kind of special prize, which we presumed is the reset codes. After that, in our final kind of scene, Nikkei kind of gathered us together and told us what he knew about Void and their plan. First, we kind of got a few pieces that the ACP and I already put together. For one, he told us that this is a virtual world. This isn't real, as we kind of established, as we kind of figured out. And Nikkei actually originally was the leader of Void before Mikado came in. And they didn't even really commit violent crimes or anything like that. They were just looking for Utsuro for some reason. Yep. Continue, ACP. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna point out that they weren't a crime syndicate originally until Mikado got involved.
Yeah. We don't exactly know why he got involved in the first place or not, but he took over Nikkei's authority and the operation. Putting them in the virtual world was his idea, and we still don't know exactly why the other 10 were put there, and what purpose that was for. And we did find out that
it's clear that there is a purpose.
Yeah, we just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
We also found out, according to Nikkei, that unlike Danganronpa 2, even if you die in the simulator, at least he believes you don't die in real life. Now we don't have full confirmation of that, but that's what he told us. He also told us that. Sorry.
Seem like that could be the case with how Iroha was seemingly able to still communicate with Hajime and Emma. Yeah. Despite the fact that they should be like super dead.
Yeah, that happened in the Void theater scene at the very beginning.
Yeah. So it seems like, at least in some way, their consciousness is still alive, which implies that their body is probably also alive and stored somewhere as well.
Yeah, this is implied this is a program like the Neo World program, where like we're hooked up to computers, and we're being put in a virtual space that is so real that we believe that it is. And we can't perceive that it isn't different. So that's what he told us. And he also told us that the reason that we're on this island and it's different is because someone from the outside is interfering. And he told us that it's presumably Rei from the Kisaragi Foundation. So as we kind of figured, she's not dead and is interfering from the outside. Now why it had to be done this way with this tower and stuff, we're not sure. It also appears that Nikkei has some not so good opinions about the Foundation and how they handle things. Presumably because of Kinjo. And that was, I think, most of what he told us. And after that, Mikado came in, as he typically does, screwing everything up, basically claiming that everyone in Void is a professional liar and could easily be obscuring the truth on purpose. And then he left. After that, Nikkei kind of broke down, kind of angry that Mikado was trying to screw him over. And everyone was still kind of convinced to believe Nikkei, because if we don't, we're kind of stuck back where we were. At the start of this chapter. Shobai and Teruya are out of the loop on everything. Shobai seemingly knows nothing about this, and Teruya, I think, is probably piecing some stuff together, but he seemed really broken down when he saw the statues of Satsuki and Haru, seemingly remembering what they did because he was crying in front of those statues. And that was, I think, everything that we did.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if like the statues have any greater meaning to the reason the tower's there.
Yeah, because why would anyone except for Teruya know who they are, except for just the picture recognizing some of the figures?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of those statues?
That does seem like it's Rei, but at the same time, there's a ton of Monokuma statues.
Yeah, that's the thing. Why are there all the Monokuma?
It's like, and why? So it's like, why? What does Monokuma have to do with any of this? Because obviously, someone like Rei wouldn't care about Monokuma.
No.
Or want to put that in the statue if she was the one in charge of creating this like tower. Like, why would Rei put Monokuma statues in it?
I don't know.
Of all things.
I don't know. Also, it should be noted that outside of Shobai and Teruya, the rest of the group have kind of united together for this purpose. Yuki has still, despite his insecurities and, things that have been occurring to him, seems to at least be dedicated to not dismissing Nikkei's words and still working toward the goal of surviving, along with Shinji and Yoruko and ourselves. Who else is there? Iroha. We don't know where she stands. Nikkei seems to think she's still questioning her loyalties, but as far as we know, she hasn't betrayed Void yet. We now know who all 5 of the Voids are. And I think that does cover the main group still alive. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody.
Yeah.
But that, I think, recaps a lot of what we did. There was a lot to recount.
Yeah.
It
is interesting how I'm interested to see where the story goes into chapter 5.
I think this
because we're only on chapter 4 now.
Yes.
Right, and we've already gotten off track of the original designed plan.
Yeah.
Mikado. So it'll be interesting to see what the ending state of this chapter will be, because it implies that the ship is out of commission
for right now,
at least currently. Are they going to repair the ship and go on to
the 5th island or whatever?
Original 5th island as intended? Or are we going to have some other further diversion to something else entirely.
I feel we'll have to go to the fifth island at some point.
Yeah,
I think
it
this
feels likely,
yeah.
but
I think
gonna
this
have to say.
Yeah. I think this chapter it's gonna end with us getting rid of the last two like non really significant plot characters.
Mm-hmm.
Which implies that we're probably about to lose Shinji and we're probably gonna lose Nikkei. Those are probably the two that we're getting rid of in this chapter. Because I think the next chapter, pretty much, that's where Yuki and Teruya have to be relevant.
Yeah.
Because they didn't kill them off right away, they have to mean something to this story at some point.
Yeah.
And then that just kind of leaves, like, Yoruko and Shobai kind of along for the ride, and figure out where Aroha stands on everything.
Yeah. Because
of course,
Teruya, while kind of helping and at least being very crucial to finding the like missing items in like the last two cases through his checking, hasn't really done a whole lot for the plot.
Except for telling us a little bit about Hope's Peak and it closing down and some background.
Yeah.
Because it still implies he doesn't trust us.
Yeah, he hasn't trusted us enough to actually tell the rest of the cast what's actually like going on a deeper level.
Yeah, what he knows, yeah.
Or what he's figured out. So
yeah, that's where I feel
he definitely will need to do something significant in either 5 or 6.
Yeah, I feel 5 is, like I said, where you have to do something with Yuki and Teruya.
Yeah.
Because this chapter definitely feels like you're getting rid of the last two like characters that are not going to survive to the end out of the cast that are new to this game.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, that just kind of leaves like us taking down Mikado in 6, figuring out how to resolve that, then kind of just leaving Shobai, Sora, Yoruko, and presumably Aroha along for the ride, just trying to figure out how we're going to resolve everything.
Yeah.
So, let's get underway. In this stream, we're going to be taking on, hopefully up to Deadly Life, doing the investigation. Hopefully we'll get to that, so. I don't know what we're doing now. I think it's free time right now.
Yeah, it's free time.
I guess we can go get some more presents. We got money now.
Yeah.
That we found. And yeah. So that was a lot that happened in that last stream. So
raises a lot of questions.
Yes, it does. But a lot of intrigue too about figuring out where the story's going, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So we got 8,000 coins here. So we can pretty much do this like 9 times. I don't know. Fashion magazine. No, not the same thing twice. Mr. Stapler again. I'm surprised with how much we've done this. We haven't gotten at least every item once at some.
Yeah. I wonder if some items are just like weighted to be more rare than others.
I don't know. Wait, play rotation 4? Gag glasses. I don't think we had those. I think those are ones that we did. I like goggles. And we got plenty of those. First. Gold bar? We just got straight up gold!
It's just a whole piece of gold.
I don't think we had that.
I don't think we had the memo pad either.
I think the notepad we got in the failed record, or the recording that we had to reset because we were trying to get the hidden scene.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we? How many items do we not have? Out of, I'm just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think 4. Yeah, because this is the start of the other stuff. Okay, so there's 4 items we never got.
Let's see. Let's check to see what those are. So
we don't have item 8.
H, which is an Aloha T-shirt.
Okay. Don't have item 19.
That is an engagement ring.
Okay. Who likes that item?
Yuruko, Emma, and Shobai.
Shobai. Okay. Well, probably because it's expensive.
Yeah.
24.
Is a digital camera.
Okay.
Only
And
Nikkei likes that one.
who?
Nikkei.
Nikkei makes sense. And 43.
Yeah. Is the knife.
Just a regular knife.
Just a regular old like kitchen knife.
I could have sworn we had like just kitchen knife. So that was just like a knife.
Yeah, it doesn't show a picture, so I imagine it might just be like a pocket knife or something.
It's probably like the Mukuro knife or whatever that you get as a gift in one of the other games.
Can you guess who likes that one?
Kanade.
Yeah, and
Shobai.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let me see.
And
wait, someone else? I don't know who else. Who else?
no one. I was just messing with you. There's no one
Okay.
else.
Okay. So how many have we actually finished that are still alive? I guess we could do Shinji's last one.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, and then Shobai. We've done Iroha's, I think.
Yeah.
Done Iroha's, done Mikado. Yoruko we haven't done. Yuki we finished.
I imagine we'll
Okay.
do yeah, I guess we'll just do
Get his last one.
him and then you finish Yuruko's.
Yeah. Because I don't think it's worth doing Nikke's, because I don't think we'll get through all his before he dies.
Yeah.
So at that point,
And
at least.
then I don't even know if Shobai will even talk to us.
He'll probably have to talk to you at some point, because you have to be able to get his stuff at some point.
Yeah. I imagine we'd probably be able to do it like in 5 and 6.
Well, they don't usually do free times in 5.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, in 6, excuse me, in 6.
Yeah. At least 5, I think. But
Yeah. Well, let's get Shinji's last one. The thing is, I have no idea where he'd be. I imagine he's probably in the tower. It said that's where everyone was gonna go look. Oh, Mikado out here randomly. I love the look of this tower though. It looks really cool.
yeah. It really, even with the basic little sprites, it really captures like the size of it.
Yeah. And I said even like the outside of it, like it looks really cool. Yeah, like the tower itself looks like a really cool place.
Yeah.
There's Yuki. Yeah, what is up with all these Monokumas?
Yeah. That's the oddest part of it. I don't think anyone will be in any of these side rooms.
Well, Nikkei was in the basement.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just checking. Oh, there's Shobai.
And somehow that food dispensary hatch is gonna play some role.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that would have been to have here in the first place.
Yeah.
Very odd. Okay, nothing else. Oh,
And
there's,
how?
oh, there's
Oh, there he is. And I wonder how that will be used in the actual like
plot.
crime scene here.
So let's see. What item? The what? Wait, what? So I got.
This
So it's not.
is
So it's not.
chunky face.
So it's not angelic face anymore. We got something that's better than angelic face.
Chunky face.
But so who gives you that?
I don't know.
I'll have to look at it after the free time. What are his items again?
Let's see. He likes number 44.
Crowbar?
Yes.
You said 44, right? Crowbar?
Yep.
Okay, we'll give him crowbar. Alright, Shinji, let's get your last one out of the way.
Apparently, Kanade and Shobai also like the crowbar.
Which makes sense. Kanade likes almost any weapon.
Yeah, basically, if you can use it to hurt someone, she probably likes it.
Yeah. I mean, if you looked at her free time, or not her free times, if you looked at her list of like items and didn't suspect there was something up with her before she reveals all the crazy stuff, then that would probably tip you off that there's something not quite right with her.
Yeah.
I'm still never going to get over the end of that third trial. I'm still going to be thinking about it even after we finish this game.
Yeah.
I can only hope the end of Trial 4 is not that bad.
Yeah.
Hello, Shinji.
Hey, Sora.
I've already decided what we're doing today. We're going to your room.
Okay. Wait, what?
Why are you so shocked? Don't tell me you got dirty magazines stashed in there.
Of course not. More importantly, my room, eh?
Come on, let's get going. So... Oh, there's a straight up fire trucks in here.
I ended up in my room alone with a girl.
I like the red, though. It's very... It suits him.
Yeah.
So this is your room. Not seeing any dirty magazines.
Please stop joking about that.
Yeah, this ain't Yuri's room.
Or Kanade's. Or,
Yeah.
Rojas.
Yeah. To be honest, there was something I wanted to ask you about. Shinji, last time you said you didn't deserve that kind of praise, right? I want to know what happened. Why are you telling yourself things like that? It's just the two of us, so you don't need to worry about anyone eavesdropping. If it's too much for you, you don't have to tell me, but I really want to know.
If it's for you, Sora. When I first started out as a firefighter, nothing more than an intern, I was the living embodiment of passion. After all, I was finally pursuing the path I'd always wanted to take. I was so motivated that I felt like I could solve any problem with devotion and enthusiasm alone. And that naivety was exactly what let him die.
So someone did die, and he blames himself
yeah.
for it. I imagine that's probably why he was freaking out when he went to that city with the snow, because it probably reminded him of that.
Yeah, I think he said so. In the last free time, yeah.
Die? Who?
The man I mentioned last time, who asked if I was interested in becoming a firefighter. I owe him so much, and yet...
Has he passed away?
Yes. Fire that day was no different than any other fire, though it was a big one. We had no reason to believe it'd intensify, but it was unnaturally dry that day. A strong wind picked up without warning, and the fire suddenly doubled in size, spreading all throughout the burning building in question. By then, we'd only managed to rescue about half of the people trapped inside the building. Things were starting to look worse and worse for us, and even just getting back inside seemed near impossible. That's when he said it, to back off, that trying to go back in there was nothing short of unreasonable. As someone who valued hard work and passion over any measure of caution, I angrily retorted, asking what the hell he was talking about. I didn't know back then. There are times when you have to give up. Sora, what would you have done if you were in my position?
I think I don't know. I imagine that give up is not what you want to say. I imagine it's one of the other two, like...
That actually might be...
Just I don't know.
He's looking for...
But I don't know.
No, the give up.
I don't know if these really even matter, but
Yeah.
well, you gotta trust your instincts. Comes a time when there's nothing you can do, where you need to acknowledge that there'd be greater consequences if you continued.
That's so. Wish I could have known that back then.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I went against both him and my colleagues and rushed back into the burning building with nothing but my passion and spirit to guide me. I was so sure that that was all I needed to succeed. I guess, unsurprisingly, the danger was much more serious than I could have imagined. I ended up trapped alongside the people I was supposed to be rescuing. That's when I realized I'd screwed up. I started regretting it and I was sure I was going to die there.
But you're standing here alive right now, aren't you, Shinji?
Yes, I'm alive. Though I can't say I came out unscathed.
Oh, that's where he got
Probably
the
a little.
burns on his back, or whatever that was.
Yeah. He came back for me. Even then, he was laughing and teasing me, calling me a troublemaking rascal, as he made sure I got out.
I always like the word rascal. It's just a funny word.
Yeah.
You rascal.
Not only that, but he rescued every last person who had been trapped inside. He was a real hero. But as the last guy made it out of the building, he was suddenly eaten up in flames and collapsed with him still inside. Even if nobody blamed me for it, I might as well have killed him. Well, it seems like that guy decided that he wasn't going to just leave either,
Yeah.
right? Because, like, even if he came back to kill Shinji, they both could have left, right? He didn't have to go back and keep saving people.
Yeah, I guess.
As long as he did, technically
Yeah.
speaking. So, like, that was, like, his own decision at that point.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I've already come this far. I might as well do as much as I can.
Yeah.
That day, I learned the hard way that there are times where you need to compromise with the world.
Still, I don't think you did anything wrong, Shinji. You came from the right place. I'm not saying
I think
that he
that's what Shinji said there is something that Kinjo could have learned a lot earlier in life. That sometimes compromise is necessary and the world isn't fair.
Yeah. Yeah. That probably could have saved us a lot of grief in the first game.
Yeah.
In all fairness, a lot of the problems that occurred in that first game were his fault.
Yeah.
Now I said it may not have been from a malicious place, because I don't really think he was a malicious person in the first game, but a lot of his actions were the cause of a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the split amongst everyone, like the division, you know, the kind of unfeeling nature of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, not saying that he was in the wrong, but you were the one who rescued those people that day, Shinji.
Sora.
And I bet he died without a single regret about the decision he made to run in after you. So please believe in yourself, Shinji. He wasn't the only hero that day.
Thank you. Seriously. This won't undo the mistakes I made back then, but I guess he should feel similar. I guess he should feel a similar weight off his shoulders up in heaven. Alright, it's not like me to be this down. I don't have time to be slacking on the investigation. That'll let us leave this island.
Wow, Shinji, now you can speak perfectly in front of girls, too. You shouldn't have reminded him.
Oh, wow, I forgot Sora was here. I'm so embarrassed. I want to kill myself. I could just die right now.
All right. Okay, we can actually look at his room now. So he's got some fire trucks. I imagine those like just little models.
Yeah.
They got some boxes. There's some posters.
And the vending machine.
Yeah, I don't think we had a vending machine in our room.
No.
Some pipes. Then we got another light stand over there,
Yeah.
like the twins had in their room. So
I guess it's supposed to look like a
fire station.
firehouse.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it makes sense. I get feeling an unbreakable bond of trust with Shinji. I don't think anything in the world could damage the connection I sense between us. Well, you said that about Kanade, and look what happened. You even admitted that there's one person out of anyone that's died that shouldn't be brought back to life. Oh, one thing I neglected to mention in the recap. Nikkei wasn't certain of this, but he believes the way the program works is that if someone dies, yes, they can be brought back to life, but all the memories they made in the program are gone.
Would be deleted. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, that's what Nikkei believes. We're not sure if that's what will actually happen, because in the Danganronpa 2, they said that would happen when we used the Force Shutdown, and everyone kept their memories anyway.
Yeah.
So, we don't know that for sure, but that's what Nikkei told us. Which, man, that sucks for Hibiki.
Yeah.
I would hope that everyone, if everyone is alive, that I doubt this is even going to be relevant to the game. I would hope that everyone that survived, and presumably will keep their memories of anyone that gets to the end, will tell Hibiki about what Kanade has been doing and save her from that.
Yeah.
So I doubt that'll be relevant in the plot, but I hope that's what would happen. So what's the other skill you get from him? Oh. Skill obtained. I think it's the trial one that we get. Oh, I already have that one. Experience gained during investigation. Okay. Well, I want to look at it. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright. Hell, it's nighttime. So it's another long and tiresome day. The snowstorm outside doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. There wasn't any new info from the tower as well. But it's still just been a day since we've learned the truth from Nikkei. The investigation has just started, and we have plenty of time. Let's keep this up and do our best tomorrow as well. Oh, a message. Chat notification. Oh, it's Aroha. Sora. Oh, you're awake. It's about what Nikkei said today. Oh, it's nothing. Please forget it. I feel a bond with Aroha. Oh, it's one of the random texts.
Yeah.
I do like that you get those. Like, even if they're not really, like, significant of anything, I do like that it gives you, like, a sign that you've done something with the characters.
Yeah.
What was I looking up? Oh, yeah, it seemed what the skill was. It should tell me who gave me that. So, I don't know why it's called that, because no one gives you that skill. Yeah, no one gives you that skill with that name.
Yeah.
I guess I can look at what the other ones are. Double shot, that's get the number of gifts. Location of cards. Huh. I'm not sure how he got that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe from Emma's skill just has like a small chance to give you like bonus.
Maybe.
P.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, who cares? That was just really weird. Looked out the window just at the end of the day. Black smoke arising from the bottom. Come to think of it, I'm sleeping on a ship that's been torn to shreds by crashing onto the port. Yes, there were no signs of smoke inside, nor was the ship inclined at all. I guess from these signs, the virtual world story might not be as far-fetched at all. Huh. Even after the proof that the crazy scenery before me could be a virtual world. The fatigue that I felt undoubtedly real caused me to have doubts about that theory. As my thoughts were still struggling amongst these inner conflicts, my drowsy mind slowly drifts away.
You get more, yeah.
Yeah. It should also be noted that after Utsuro, the name was mentioned, Sora seemed to have some weird breakdown by herself, trying to figure out who it was.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, that was the last night we slept on the comfy bed of the Mono Cruise. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that
We're not
mean?
gonna be able to come back to the Mono Cruise.
I guess. Does that imply something's gonna happen today? Whether that's the murder or something else that's gonna happen in the boat. Whoa, what's the time right now? I forgot there were no morning announcements anymore with Monochrome going haywire. Whew, I didn't oversleep. I guess that getting up this early somehow became a habit. I should wash myself and head to the diner. There you go. There you go. I took a shower. There you go. So what is going to happen today?
What indeed?
Yeah, what indeed, my boy. I just realized that all the members of Void's rooms are right next to each other. You have Mikado, Nikkei, and Hajime. And then, yes, it's not directly next door, but they're right next to each other. Emma and Iroha. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I just noticed that in the last stream. So what's going down today? This worries me, dude. Okay, everyone is here at least. Good morning, everyone. Oh yeah, except Iroha, you're right.
Good morning, Sora. Did you sleep well?
Kinda, how about you?
Yeah, so. I honestly thought I wouldn't considering the outside state on the ship. But the insides are perfectly fine, so I kinda dozed off peacefully.
Only the polygons on the outside model of the Mono Cruise would have been damaged. The virtual space inside the ship is a totally different story.
I see. If it really is the truth, then this is one heck of a VR tech.
My voice got a workout from having to do that Nikkei voice so much in the last stream.
Yeah.
I love doing...
Now you know how I felt voicing Monokuma in the last games.
Oh, yeah.
Having to do that loud, scratchy voice for hours.
Yeah. As much as I love doing the Nikkei voice, it and the Mikado, or quote-unquote, or more accurately, the Gundam voice, and the Nagito voice, are really hard for me to do for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, doing that Nagito voice for a really long time, it kills my throat.
Yeah.
Having to talk in that rasp for a long time. Or, like, even the Mikado voice, having to use like that super deep tone for a really long time, that's really hard, too.
Yeah. Can anyone explain to me what he said, please?
Huh? Where are the others? Shobai and Terui aren't usually here anyways. Mikado, I have no idea. And Roha seems to be in bad condition again. She said she'd take food to her room.
Hurry up and eat, Sora. We're going to need all the strength today, after all.
You're right. Well, then I don't mind if I do. So, Monochrome will be gathering all of us around lunchtime, right?
What for?
What do you mean, what for? We talked about this yesterday. We need to pick a random book every single day at the Tower of Babel. Oh yeah, since the books may contain info about the reset codes, how about we all take a piece of paper and a pen with us there?
Oh, the reset codes. I wonder what'll happen if we do manage to solve them.
Yeah, that's a big question. Like, Mikado did say it would return something precious if they used the code, but what that means for every single character, I'm not sure. I don't know if everyone has the same thing, because if my theory is correct, then at least for Sora, it would give back her memory,
Yeah.
or at least describe what she is. Now, if my theory about everybody else, the other 10, not Iroha and Nikke, is true, then it would return their memories too. And because Nikke did mention that there is a amount of time that has passed that we have forgotten in our memories, and even Void erased their own.
Yeah.
Or at least the other 4 did. At least Emma, Hajime, Iroha, and Nikke did. Mikado, I doubt actually did with himself, but that implies that. But I said that gives me, some credence to my theory about the role of the other 10. If what happened at the end of Trial 3 is not just a one-off thing with Kanade having killed her family, then that implies that the state of everyone else's video could have been just as bad, that they could have caused it, and then perhaps the reset codes will give back their memories, maybe implying why they did it. That's kind of my thought right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you thinking about the code?
I don't know. Such a vague description of it. It's hard to put down anything concrete with so little information.
I mean, even the name reset code, it kind of maybe gives some idea to my theory of, like, we're resetting our personality and, like, our brain back to what it was when we went in.
Yeah, something like that.
Which kind of that's kind of my basis of my theory.
Yeah.
And I said I may be wrong, but... What? Is there something on my face?
Nothing. It's probably useless to even ask.
Hey, what's with the disappointed look?
Then you can answer.
No. The reset codes and the technical parts were all planned solely by Mikado, so... Hey, I still told you a lot of stuff, remember? I did my best to help you all.
Who said you didn't? I didn't say you were useless or anything. I just sighed just cuz. What, you feel guilty or something?
Are you trying to tease me or something? Now that the morning act from our comedy duo is over, why don't we get moving? Yeah, I mean... It would also sort of be poetic if Akane... Or not Akane, I don't know why I keep calling her Akane. Yoruko. She reminds me of Akane for some reason. Yoruko is the other one involved in the murder. With it's her and Nikke, and kind of like poetically in a way, but I don't think they would do that.
Yeah.
So I kind of think they have to get rid of Shinji. So, just because if you get rid of Nikke, that still leaves 4. That leaves like 4 guys still alive if you keep him alive, because you already have Teruya, Yuki, and Mikado still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And Shobai. That's like that would leave 5 guys alive, and that's still and that would only leave like Iroha and that would only leave like Iroha and Sora alive for the girls if you killed Yoruko.
Yeah.
Even though I'd probably rather lose one of them than lose Nikke, just because he seems actually pretty valuable right now. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, if any of the Voids had to live, I'd rather it not be Iroha, but I'm pretty sure it is going to be her that survives to the end. And I don't really know how I feel about that. Because I guess I'd have to kind of see what they do with her later in the last 2 chapters. Because she definitely is pretty useless right now in terms of the plot, in both like the Void plot and just the overall plot. Because we talked about it in the Trial 3 that Iroha is really just useless. Like, she's not smart in the logical sense for Trials. She freaks out about things that are so stupid to freak out about. And even Mikado calls her a waste in the terms of Void. And she's just there to fill out numbers. And can't do anything for herself. Which, I don't like those kind of characters. And I said, and like you said, every game has that one who gets to the end doing that. Like Toko and Hiro from the first game, or Akane from 2, or like Himiko from 3. And in like even Teruya in this in another one. But I said, like, I'm pretty sure that she's gonna get at least to chapter 5, which, unless she just becomes valuable, I don't know how I feel about that. But I said I'm trying not to, as I think I said off stream, I'm trying not to judge the game until we get to what they reveal. Because like I said, I want the game to have a really good payoff. Because as I said at the end of the last game, I didn't feel satisfied with the way the game ended. At least not in its entirety. And I want this game to actually have a really good payoff for all the story threads that it's doing, like the Void, like Void's plot, the plot of what the other 10 are doing here, Sora's story, why the Foundation's involved with these guys. I want there to be good payoffs. And I said I'm trying not to judge until we get to those points. Then once we understand, I can then draw an opinion. And I think that's important that I've had to learn in these games is I don't want to make an opinion about overarching storylines too quick before we actually see where they go. And it is difficult because, like I said, we like to theorize and stuff on this channel. But Shinji, if he dies, I don't really care too much. I like him. Like I said, I feel like he's definitely of some use, but I wouldn't be super upset if we lose him. So, whereas I don't know.
Comedy duo, and with him of all people.
We should investigate by ourselves in the morning, and assuming that the announcement is made before around the same time as yesterday, we should gather up and report with our pens and paper then. Well, technically speaking, we'll already all be at the same place anyway, since we're all investigating the tower. Well, I guess we at least know where everybody will be. After breakfast, we decided to search mainly the tower, just as we discussed yesterday. Let's see, a pen and paper. I'm not missing anything, right? Alright, let's do our best today. I like how it said we're investigating the tower, yet it spawns us back in our room. But I guess it makes sense. You may not want to, like, go do free times and stuff. You also might just want to rest and just skip all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't care about actually getting all of the extra skills, then you could just skip all of it to get to certain parts of the game.
Yeah. At least we know where everybody is. Like I said, just like the look of this area. Like, I really like the look of this island. Like, it actually just looks cool. Yeah. Like, even this tower, it's like one of those generic, like, medieval-looking castle kind of aesthetics. But I said it just looks cool.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I think
love
the music really goes with it, too.
Yeah. So just like the look of this island, like the snow and sort of like the unfinished nature of it.
Yeah.
And like I love the look of this island. Like I think this is probably my favorite looking island, just like atmospherically.
Yeah. Looks like somewhere where I'd want to like huddle up in a wood cabin in a sleeping bag and take a nap.
Yeah. I will say I really do like the look of a lot of the locations in this game. Like even I like the island with like Satsuki Land. Like I liked the look of the fairground. Like I liked a lot of the sprite work for all the rides, and like when you go in some of the places like the ghost house and stuff, like and like the monorail. Like I liked the look of that island. Like even the second one, like I just the atmospheric kind of unsettling nature of that second island. Like I liked that island, like the way it looked, like the shrine and the mountain path, and you know like the museum and stuff. And like the first island, like I said, it's intended to be generic, but it still had some standout locations like that bell tower. But I said I genuinely really like the look of this game and these new locations that they made. I definitely think it does look better atmospherically than another one does. I said I really like the look of the game, and I'll probably get more into that like when we get to the end of the game. We give overall thoughts on the game. But that's something I've really noticed that I really like about this game. And like you said, the music really suits a lot of the areas. Like, I love the music in Setsuki Land. Like, it just sounds like something you hear like Disney World or something. Like this march kind of thing, you know? Like this big march. Like, it's a parade. Or like, oh, you're in like this really happy place where you're supposed to have fun and stuff like that. Like, I love that. Like, I really liked the music in this game. We said we're doing Yoruko, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kaboya, what? The skill face of a paladin of Vex gives you 90 XP. What? What is happening? I didn't even read that because I thought it'd be the same. I'm gonna have to read that every time now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Yoruko like?
Alright, let's see.
Or Yoruko. Because this will get us a skill with her second one.
Yeah. Let's see. She apparently has a lot less than a lot of the other characters. So. Let's see. She likes 4, 5, 10, 13.
Oh, we got plenty of all of those.
Yeah.
Well, let's give her the high heels. Or, did you say 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's give her the high heels, I guess. We got plenty of all this stuff.
Yep. And 14.
Oh, 14 there. We had some of that, too.
Yeah.
We have a ton of stuff she likes.
Yeah. Good work, Sora. All that investigating must have tired you out, huh?
Speak for yourself. I'm fine.
I didn't find any clues, though. Let's just take a break for now.
All right.
I hope we'll be able to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't even care about the school or whatever. I just want to go back to work.
She probably only likes doing it because she gets paid a lot.
Yeah.
That reminds me, you're the ultimate hostess, right? But you're also a minor. How are you able to become a hostess despite that?
Huh? You mean my job? Well, there's nothing to gain from knowing about it.
I want to go with this. It's about
Yeah.
you. See if she'll like get flustered about it. I really want to know since it's about you.
Honto? Really? I don't mind talking about it. It's just that, well, it isn't a happy story.
I
It
mean,
never is in these games.
no, it's not. Yoruko seems happy. Yoruko leveled up. Yoruko learned, I don't know what kind of Pokemon move would be good for a hostess. Let me think.
Charm.
Yeah, Charm, yeah. Yeah, Yoruko learned Charm. The enemy's attack harshly fell. I think that's what Charm does. I think it harshly lowers the attack of the opponent.
No. But now's not the right time. I'll tell you later. My heart isn't ready yet. I'm sorry.
I don't want you to go forcing yourself if you're not comfortable with it.
No, it's fine. You just want to know about me, right? Well, how about in exchange, you tell me something about you? Well, that'd be kind of difficult.
Yeah,
talking to an amnesiac.
yeah. I guess everyone's sort of an amnesiac to some degree, but that still brings the question of why Sora exclusively had
It's
everything
so
wiped out.
yeah, it's so extreme.
Yeah, and like everyone else just forgot their memories of
Yeah.
presumably after they were scouted or got the letter that they were being scouted and when they went into the machine, the program.
Yeah. Yeah.
That still brings the question of if Hope's Peak is still closed, and Nikkei even admitted that they were thinking about reopening it, which is in line with Danganronpa 3, the anime, that they do that. If that hasn't happened yet, unless Nikkei is in the time we've forgotten, then why send the letters to these guys?
Yeah.
And we still don't really know why they sent the letters to the families in the first game.
Yeah.
In that epilogue, like we still don't know the point of why they did that.
Yeah.
Because it was obvious that Void was the one who did that, the group that did that.
Yeah.
But
And
why?
and seemingly it was Mikado specifically who planned that as well for some reason.
Yeah, the question is, why?
Yeah.
I hope we'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to, but...
Amnesia, right? Sorry, that was careless of me.
Yeah, at least she remembered.
Uh,
Alright, well then I'll be looking forward to hearing that story.
Alright, I think that's enough rest for now. Let's get back to investigating.
Yeah, that was sort of a waste, but I guess it's just setting up the fact that she is willing to tell us the story later.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second. I got another call coming in.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
back in a second.
Alright. Sorry about that, everybody. Deal obtained. So what do you get from her? Night Shroud. In the morning, fatigue is restored by 1 more point. Okay. It's not too bad. When a trial phase ends, its vitality is restored. Does that mean like you recover health?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, okay, you everything okay?
Yep, it was just one of my friends calling. We haven't had time to talk much so he's been busy with his job down at Auburn. He does research into like self-driving cars and technology and stuff.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the skills we can get from her, this one doesn't seem too bad. This one is in the morning fatigue, you get 1 more point back. So that kind of also implies you could just do 3 free times and you get 2 restored at night. So you
Mhm.
wouldn't have to rest at all during the day. So that one's not too bad.
You'd only have to. Yeah, that means you'd only have to rest like once every 2 days.
Yes, that one's not too bad. And then this one is... I don't know if that means you get health. I don't know if vitality refers to health. Because I know like there's no like
Yeah.
focus gauge in this game.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna get this one for right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
oh, there it is
Yeah.
again.
On the wiki, it specifically says recovers HP by 1 at the end of each phase.
Okay, so it is just health.
For
Okay,
one, yeah.
that one also might not be too bad to get, to work towards getting.
Yeah.
I don't know how many free times we'll get, but that one also might not be too bad.
Yeah.
I do like how a lot of the skills are somewhat useful.
Yeah.
Because like in the first game, because there's sort of like a handful of skills in the first game that are just worthless.
Yeah.
Like there was only like a few of the 16 that I actually thought were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Here there's a lot that are useful for different reasons.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you're Monochrome.
Greetings, comrades. Please gather at the Oracle Room at the Tower of Babel immediately. And I'll be very sorry if you're late.
Yeah, what is up with this Monokuma thing?
Yeah.
Like, that's really weird. What is the point of it? It's the same event as yesterday. Now that I'm carrying a pen and paper, I should be ready to go straight to the tower. This reminds me, if Nikkei is telling the truth, then Monocro should be an imaginary being inside this virtual world. So does that mean the reason for him acting this weird is because of the intervention from the outside? Now that's a smart theory if I do say so myself. I should propose this later to Nikkei. I will admit, I like Sora's, like, kind of, like, playful, like, almost like playful cockiness. Or like maybe like playful blunt cockiness, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know like kind of how to actually verbalize that, but I think you kind of know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like it. I went to the tower amidst the harsh snowstorm. We are all here. You're all here. Yeah, everyone's here. Why is it so quiet in here? I thought having a full party members would have made for a much livelier atmosphere. Why is it, I wonder? Why is everyone keeping their mouth shut? Oh, I wonder why that is. Did something happen to you? Oh, would you shut up, Mikado? Now why would you suddenly shout at me? We haven't had an event with this many people for a while. Why don't we let loose for once? Well, personally, I hate that this tower is prohibiting my use of magic. But experiencing the life of a boring, normal human being is a refreshing touch.
I see that you're all here. Oh, he finally opened his mouth. Sorry for the late start. Then let's get right to it.
Good to hear your Monokuma again.
From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick up one of these books. We know. You said that yesterday. When your name is called, just come forward and pick up any book. Inside the book contains helpful info, if you're lucky, that is. Why don't you try out your good fortune, will ya? Enough with the explanations. We all know by now. Why are you repeating the same words again? Once you pick up a book, you can check it only on the spot. After that, you must return it back to the shelf. If you don't, it'll be punishment time. Now, let's start with the V001. Come on out and pick your book. It is weird that
He's saying the same
he's
thing.
referring to him by like these weird codes.
Imagine that's probably like subject names.
Yeah. What could the V stand for?
Unless it's void, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Boyd01.
But I don't remember who V01 was. Who V001 was. I don't remember who that was. He's probably programmed just to keep saying the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
He's not even listening to us. Monocro seems to have gone haywire. I see. I guess while condition has been stuck in a complete loop. Then of course it's the same routine again, seeing that I'm the first this time as well. Okay, that would make sense that it's Void than if it's 001. It would make sense that it's him.
Yeah.
Mikado went ahead, picked the book, and returned it to its position same as yesterday.
So the glitched out Mikado is in an infinite loop right now.
You mean Monocro, right?
Yeah.
You said Mikado, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monocro. Well, to be honest, this has no use to me.
What do you mean?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, then I hope the best for you.
That brat. You'll see. Once we find the clues to escape this place, he'll...
Shinji, stop whining and just get your book already.
Okay. Sorry. K.
I'm trying to think what K
Would
would
it
be.
It'd just be like kid?
Just be what?
Like kid?
Maybe.
Kid 3?
Yeah, I don't know. This time we all knew the drill and we simply cut to the chase and to pick our books, and it didn't take long for everything to be over. This was our second meeting, and if there was anything notably different this time, was that we all wrote down the letters we saw in the book. And Shobai, who lingered quite a long time on the books, didn't even take a look at his today. And now he's gone. And Teruya's gone as well.
So, are we the only ones left?
Yeah, double check to see if there was no one at the door. You all wrote down the letters, right?
But it looks like a different combination than yesterday.
I thought for sure I picked the one I picked yesterday. But since all the books have the same cover and look the same, I think I picked a different one. Monocro said it would help us if we were lucky. Perhaps most of it's useless info, and we're supposed to somehow randomly pick the real one among them. Well, these being reset codes is still just a theory.
We will soon know if it's true or not, even if it is luck-based. We have 6 codes in our hands. Even if it has no effect on our own notebook, let's take turns and input all of these one by one.
It's a good idea, like try each code on everyone's.
Yeah.
Because you've got 6 attempts for each code, and 6 different codes to try.
Yeah.
So what's that, like 36 total potential for it to do something?
Yeah. I'll start with the ones they've received. Are we ready? Wait. What? Why? What actually happened? If we do get it right. It's not the first time Mikado did us dirty, and this may be another trap of his.
We've been through that already. The reward we might get from this outweighs the risk of it being a trap. If something happens, then we'll find a way to deal with it. Right now, we're in a critical need of info.
If Aroha is ready, then is it alright to start?
Yeah, let's input them. So is anyone actually going to get anything is the question. The usual reset code screen popped up. Let's see. Now let's input the letters I wrote down. Nothing. Reset code is incorrect. incorrect. Seems like I wasn't the right one. Or it wasn't the right one, excuse me. Same here.
Did everyone fail? Well, I didn't expect us to get it on the first try.
Yeah, none of us are Nagito here.
Yeah. Even Yuki, who's supposedly a lucky student, seems to have a suspicious lack of luck
Yeah.
in this virtual world.
Mm.
How do we swap the codes then?
Like Shinji said, we inputted the 6 codes one by one into our handbooks, but the results were the same. Whoever's code we had entered, the same error message popped up. Nothing happened.
It's not working.
If you ask me, it'd be much more beneficial to search the tower than to bet our luck on something Mikado had prepared.
Darn. I hope something would come of this.
Well, this isn't our only chance. We'll probably be doing this for a while, so let's have another go tomorrow.
Sora's right. And besides, this wasn't our original objective, right? Honestly, I don't have a clue what the resets codes are for.
Yeah, this is always a side goal. We should return to our original focus and investigate the tower. Then let's leave this for now. Be careful not to get spotted by the others in the tower. I'll get some hot chocolate from the store or something. You guys keep on with the investigation. Oh, Sora, could I tag along? I need something to warm myself.
Wait, what? Then I'm coming with you. I need, some coffee?
Yeah, there's the tsundere side again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... What else do you call that, I mean? What? Whoa, look who's popular! It's not funny, Nikkei. Alright, we'll be back from the convenience store, so good luck, everyone.
Yep, have a safe trip.
So they literally only left 2 people who are probably going to do anything. So I doubt Aroha's going to do much of anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't gain any new info about the reset codes. But as Yoruko said, this wasn't our original goal, so no one was really put down that much. The others seemed okay with it, and our atmosphere was still more energetic than before. And that was the end of the book meeting for today. So we three head our ways to the store. However, what we did not expect was that... Oh, is this where we're going to find out about the boat?
Yeah.
We're getting Titanic here. Something big was already on its course, and it was already too late to stop it. Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Uh-oh. That is not good.
It's another boat.
That would be funny. Though it's not as cold outside, the tower is pretty chilly, don't you think? Well, we do have some leftover hot packs, but if we're going to search every little corner, it's going to take a lot of time, so better bring some more. Good call. Right, so what are you doing, Yoruko? Let's leave already. Yoruko?
What the?
What's the matter? Why? Huh? What is going on, dude? Oh, we're locked in.
I knew it.
You did.
I called it.
You did.
I called it.
Yeah,
Last stream. I said they're gonna get locked in there.
I believed you. I never said you were wrong, my dude. I believed you. So
I knew it. I knew it.
So have they? No, they haven't left yet.
No,
So-
yeah, they're still in the tower.
Yeah,
they
so
were.
I was trying to think if they had gone to the store and come back, or if they hadn't left
Yeah,
yet.
they were just about to leave.
So someone locked them in before they left.
Yeah.
So the question is, who could have done that?
And are they the only ones in there?
Yeah, because I think it's implied that Shinji and Iroha and Nikkei are still in here.
Yeah.
But what about the other
Where's
3?
Shobai?
And Teruya?
Yeah.
And Mikado, for that matter.
Yeah. Because they've already said he can't use his powers, so unless he
Maybe
got
that's
out, like, he wouldn't be able to teleport out.
why someone did it, was to prevent him from being able to do anything.
Yeah.
What if that was Nikkei, to actually like level the playing field, prevent him from being able to use his power to actually do something about him?
Yeah, it is likely.
Because Nikkei did say he wanted to kill him,
Yeah.
and the only way he could really do that is if Mikado didn't have his powers.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that Nikkei could have been the one to try to put them in there.
Yeah.
That's kind of my idea right now.
The one would. I guess it didn't specifically mention who came in last.
It was presumably us, because everyone else was there.
Yeah. But then if Nikkei did lock the door, then wouldn't Teruya and Shobai still be by the door trying to get out?
You're right. I don't know.
That is an interesting idea of like some but not all of the people being stuck somewhere.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because, like, 2 sort of did that with the fun house, like, with putting them in different sections of the house.
Yeah.
And kind of, like, blocking
Something
them off
like
from getting to
that.
different places.
But it's also they also mentioned that last night would be the last time they would be in their beds, which means that kind of does imply that they, after this, even after they escape from here, they won't go back to the Mono Cruise.
No,
So
that brings up your question of where's the story going to go in Chapter 5?
Yeah, it's like, if they're not going back to the Mono Cruise at all after this, then where are they gonna go?
Just as we were about to leave for the store, something had stood in the way in front of us.
But if they go into the real world,
Maybe.
that would be crazy.
I
If
can't
they
imagine
escaped out of the program early.
I can't imagine they entertained the idea of a 5th island and you didn't go there at all.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be what they do for Chapter 6. Your idea is like going to the real world.
Yeah.
And like having like all the in-game stuff there.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. That something was the tower's door being blocked with chains and locks.
You gotta be kidding me. How are we supposed to leave this place if it's like this?
Step aside for a bit, Yoruko. Dang it, didn't move an inch. It wasn't like this a few moments ago.
Who in the world would do something like this?
Me, Oh, what?
Teruya.
Why did he do that?
Okay.
Why did he do that?
So, Teruya's here. Does that mean Shobai is here as well? I would imagine so.
Yeah. Why did he do that? Teruya? What, you're telling me you're the one who did this?
What do you think you're doing? Let us out already.
What?
And he's got a gun.
What the heck is he doing? Teruya? Wait, that's not a gun, is it?
Shut up if you want to live. From now on, you will listen to every word I say. If you resist, I will shoot you on the spot. What? Who do you think you... I said shut up.
If you said that line there, I didn't hear it.
I probably...
Yeah, it's probably too high
It
pitched.
doesn't like those. It doesn't like those like high pitched,
Yeah.
shrieky noises.
Your voice for him actually kind of works when using the gun. Sort of like sound like an old like a Western guy.
Yeah.
It sort of works actually. I kind of like it. Teruya, are you out of your mind? You realize that if you kill us, you have to get through the class trial, remember?
Who cares? Fact is, I can kill you three right here, right now if I wanted to. Trial or not. Don't believe me? Then who wants to volunteer?
So what is it? What is up with him?
I don't know. Guess he imagines. I guess the tower itself is kind of like outside of the game rules.
Maybe.
Because they wouldn't be able to get to the trial grounds anyway. And Mikado has no way to enforce the rules.
Yeah. But still, why would he want to do this?
I don't know.
No
Unless
one
you
was
think
a-
it's a way to get certain answers.
Yeah, maybe. No one was able to speak up after that. He wasn't the Teruya we used to know. His eyes were telling the truth, that he could seriously kill someone if he wanted to.
Did he have this gun the whole time?
I don't know.
Probably.
What do you want from us?
Sora.
There's no need for us to risk defying him, and knowing him, he wouldn't do this without any reason. Let's first hear what he has to say.
Turn your backs and walk toward the stairs. Once you're there, go straight up to the break room at the top.
Break room, why would you take us?
If you talk back one more goddamn time, I will shoot your brains out on the spot. Don't make this any more difficult. Just do what I say.
Yes, sir. Alright, maybe we'll find out what he's doing. This maniac. We had no idea how or when he got a gun in his hands, but as of now, there was no way for us to oppose Teruya in this state. We silently walked towards the break room as it was told. So maybe we'll find out who all is here.
Okay.
So everyone is here except for Shobai and Mikado.
Yeah.
So everyone else is here. When we entered the break room, as we were told, there was Nikkei and the gang waiting for us. You guys! Sora, you too?
What is going on right now? Shobai is not here, but he's alone, so it's probably safe to just leave him out. From now on, you will live your lives here.
Oi, oi. I love that sound,
Oi.
that sound bite. That voice clip, I should say.
What do you mean? You will be stuck here in this very break room under my supervision from now on. Don't worry, I will provide you with proper 3 meals a day, and you can request anything else through your handbooks. Except for meal times and special requests, you won't be seeing much of me from now on. With minimal contact with you guys, I will try to find ways to contact the outside world. So until then, you will not be allowed to escape this room whatsoever.
Such an unexpected yet outrageous event that proceeded in front of our eyes. I mean, he was a man with a gun, but even so, what he claimed was crazy even beyond that. So basically he wanted to... You're telling me that you're basically imprisoning us in this room indefinitely?
Are you kidding me? You're already sick of being stuck on this island because of Mikado, and now you're doing the same thing as him? Oh, I get it. You're a filthy void, aren't you? You're with Mikado. Me, a void? Do you really think in this place? Do you really think you're in a place to spout such crazy ideas?
Why, Teruya? Why would you do such a horrible thing?
You must realize that everything I'm doing is all for you. This is to keep everyone alive. I should know better than anyone out here. In these situations, this is the only surefire way to prevent any more casualties. This is what he would have done, I'm sure.
I guess that's Verna Kinjo.
Guess. What? How can you say something for us in any way? Sure, being together 24 hours would prevent any murders from happening, but we won't be able to accomplish anything. It doesn't matter what you do or think. The Foundation always takes first priority in saving human lives, no matter the cost. I will protect your lives even if it's the last thing you make me do.
Maybe he might die in this chapter instead after this whole thing.
Yeah,
Maybe he might be dead instead of Shinji.
yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see Nikkei killing Teruya over this.
Yeah, I definitely think Nikkei is one of the two that is going to be dead at the end of this chapter.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to either Mikado or Shinji for the... Or, not Mikado, sorry. Teruya or Shinji for the other spot.
Yeah.
By this point, based on this whole turn of events.
Yeah, as I said, I wasn't sure where the plot was gonna go, and
Yeah.
the plot is definitely gone. I had a feeling they were gonna get trapped in the tower, but Teruya locking them in at gunpoint was definitely not part of that theory.
No, it wasn't. No, I don't think it was on my list either.
I thought it would be like Mikado or someone doing it, but
Yeah, I mean... So where is Mikado? Did he get out? I guess he did. I guess he could have gotten out because he left before anybody did anything.
yeah, it's hard to say. Guess we'll have to just wait and see if we can find him. But it does seem like Teruya didn't really care to have Mikado in there with them. It's more just focused on trying to make sure that everyone in this room stays alive.
Yeah, and he presumed that Shobai wouldn't go around wanting to kill anyone because it would most likely be that he wouldn't be able to survive anyway.
Yeah.
So Teruya doesn't really believe Mikado, or sorry, Shobai is really a threat.
Yeah. And you don't even need to worry about escaping this place. We just have to wait for the Foundation to come rescue us. Are you still on that? Just keep this one thing in mind. Try to defy me, or try to escape this room. Then I will consider that person as void, or someone who poses potential danger to the group, and I will take care of them myself. Take care? You don't mean killing them for real, do you? Oh yes, I will. And for the others, for allowing such an act, I will make everyone pay responsibility and kill every last one of you as well.
So I think he probably has to be the one that dies now.
Yeah. Cat's here to say hello.
Cat? Hey, Cat. Cat making an appearance.
Jumped up on my desk like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Feeding me and giving me back scratches.
Hey, Cat.
That's how far I will go to preserve the order and peace from now on. Yeah, I guess if everyone's dead, then there's no game left.
No, you're right.
I will save everyone by killing everyone.
Was that
This
the
is
line?
kind of what Kinjo did when they were locked in
Ballroom.
the ballroom. This kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say kind of like the game will not function if everyone's dead.
Yeah. So please, I'm doing this to keep you safe. So let's keep it that way.
No one even tried to stand up to him. He was beyond the point of insane. No words were going to make sense to him as of now. A few days ago during the third trial, we had met someone similar, Kanade Otonokoji. No logic or words had made sense to her because she was someone who was beyond insane. And talking to Teruya right now, it was like trying to talk to Kanade back then. I don't think it's quite that bad.
No.
Because at least he's not smiling like a maniac.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just completely crazy.
Yeah.
He's more desperate than
Crazy.
crazy.
Whatever made him like this right now, no common sense would work against Teruya.
Seems like everyone understood. Good. Believe me, it pains me to do this, but this is the only way to save everyone. I should have done this earlier. If I had, I would have saved more lives. I understand that it will be painful for you guys, but I beg of you to endure it just for a few days. I'll provide you with meals and everything you need till then. Oh, and I cannot thank you enough for listening to me. You can trust that I won't let anyone else die anymore.
Except maybe himself.
Yeah.
He just straight up locked us in.
Yeah.
Even after he left the room, silence among us lingered for quite a while. Just a few moments ago, we had high spirits about investigating the tower. Why did it have to come to this?
Darn it. Seems like he chained the door. Won't budge at all. Wait. Are we seriously trapped in this room for real? It came and went so suddenly that I just let it happen like that.
We need to leave. We don't have time to waste right now.
Alright, Yuki, step aside. We'll just have to use brute force too.
Is that Monokuma? I don't know. Wouldn't do that if I were you. Huh?
Chopai, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it is. We haven't seen him. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Huh? Who? Someone in the chimney? Whoa!
It's Mikado.
What is he doing? What? Someone just took all his clothes.
I assume that's Teruya.
Yeah.
Teruya must have jumped him, stole all his clothes, and locked him to that post.
Breaking school property is not welcomed in a school environment. Or so they say. Or so they say.
I love how they keep referencing Taka in these fan games.
A voice that
Did
pops.
he actually say that in the original game?
Yeah, he does say like he does say in a school environment a lot.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if that was the joke added in one of the abridged series or if that was in the actual dialogue.
I think he does say in a school environment.
Yeah.
A voice that popped from the corner of the room. The playful, annoying voice that makes you want to punch the person who made that voice as soon as you hear it. That voice belonged to none other than Mikado, who was roped to one of the pillars half naked. So everyone is here except for Shobai.
Yeah. Eek! Pervert!
This just complicates things now.
Interesting.
Oh, dude. He literally put Mikado in such a vulnerable position where you could kill him, and Teruya just said if anyone's dead, he would kill everyone else. I imply even if Mikado dies, he would still kill everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a... Oh, dude, that's such a backstabbing move right there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I don't know how Nikkei's going to be able to resist killing him.
Yeah.
I presume he won't be able to, but... Yeah, I presume that he won't be able to kill him, but I don't know how he's going to resist not being able to try now that he's chained up and can't use his powers.
Yeah.
A pervert, me. Oh, how your words hurt me, Iroha. To be frank, I am one who bears my many fetishes, but exhibition and bondage? That's going a bit too far even for my tastes. What the hell is wrong with you? Were you just here from the start? Mikado, you brat. He's probably up to something right now. Now hold on just a moment, everyone. I am also a victim this time. I, just like you people, have been punched in the gut by Teruya. Quite literally, I tell you.
Teruya just punched him straight
Yeah.
up. That's funny.
That's funny. By Teruya, explain yourself. Oh, he is there. I just saw him there on the screen there.
Yeah. So Teruya beat you down, stripped you, and tied you to this pillar.
Weird seeing that's right on screen right now.
Yeah.
That is correct. Can't you see my swollen cheek? He was even holding me at gunpoint while doing that. I guess there's one good thing that came out of all this. How could you? And would you please let me go? Why would we ever do that? Well, this is a fresh change. Why don't you stay like that for the rest of your life?
Wait, isn't this a bit odd? If Teruya really did beat Mikado up, isn't that against the rules?
No, you're right. I was just thinking about that.
Well, Monocro is stuck in an infinite loop. And
Mikado powerless. He
Mikado-
can't do anything.
yeah, like, none of them are in a position to be able to actually enforce any of the rules right now.
Yeah.
But why isn't he getting punished?
That's because the rules are a bit messed up after what happened to Monocro. What's that supposed to mean? Whoa, guys, check out the rules tab on your handbooks. Okay, so what does it say now? Oh, yeah, that is pretty messed up. It's like glitching out.
Yeah.
The first one's not there. Once the murder takes place in mandatory class, trial will be held shortly thereafter. Participants is mandatory. Yeah, the blackened. The correct blackened is not chosen for the trial. All the students except for the blackened will be punished. If the blackened wins the class trial and the blackened completes the school trip, they can blank to the outside world. Okay, there's that one again. Nighttime is from 10 to 7 during this time. Nothing. Rule 8 has nothing. Rule 9 has nothing.
Korean.
Yeah, 10. However, violence with the intent to murder is excluded, so screwed up that one. Monocro is not involved in any killing. Was there a rule 16?
I don't know.
Huh.
Was that the one they added with like Mikado's magic?
Oh, yeah, that's what it would have been, yeah. What on earth? The rules tab was glitched out, like there was some critical error or something with it.
What's with the screen? Is the handbook broken? It wasn't like this a while ago. When did it turn like this?
I'm not sure of when it happened myself, but something is happening because of this damn tower, I tell you. This tower is causing glitches to Monocro, the handbook, and possibly the whole killing school trip. So from what I understand, the ones that aren't glitching out work fine, correct? That's how it is for now. I did try to stop Shinji from breaking down the door, remember? That's the rule number 10 on the handbook, and that rule should still be active because since the screen is working perfectly fine. What does he mean by that? I didn't quite catch it yet. I see. So the rule with glitching screens out the rules with screens glitching out aren't probably being implemented right now. Aren't properly implemented right now.
Eh? So, it was possible for something like that to happen.
In retrospect, Teruya probably knew about this beforehand. If he's trapping us here, that means we would have to sleep here, which definitely breaks the rule where we have to sleep in our rooms.
And that rule was glitched out, meaning that it wouldn't cause any problems for us to sleep here tonight. Which changes literally nothing in this situation. We're still stuck here.
Honestly, I never expected Teruya to pull such an act. You look quite calm despite all of this, Mikado. Are you sure your plan will be fine when there's this many discrepancies? Well, I'm sure it will all work out anyhow.
To think that we're trapped by the likes of this guy makes me feel angry at myself.
If you're mad, then just hit the lad.
Wait, what?
He did. Ugh. What is the meaning of this, Nikkei? Nikkei? Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been saving up a lot, Mikado.
He's just going in.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill him at this point. Stop it, Nikkei.
Wait, are you sure it's okay to do that? What if Mikado was lying and the rules are actually still active?
I guess we're still fine.
So the part about the rules being inactive was true.
Mikado, he's fainted.
Just forget him.
No, look at this. The rules related to the class trial are still here. If Mikado somehow dies from this, there's going to be a class trial for him.
Sorry, I got too emotional. I just couldn't control myself after seeing Mikado's defenseless body.
Not worth your punches. He's already immobilized anyway. Since his magic doesn't work here, he's no threat to us for now.
Putting Mikado aside, we really need to do something about the situation we're in.
But we still can't break school property. So what are we even supposed to do? I don't think there's any secret exits out of this room or whatever. Guys, let's try to think positively for now.
Bro.
I'm surprised Rojas didn't say, hey, that's my line.
Yeah, that would be funny.
We were going to investigate the tower anyway, right? Since we're stuck here, let's first investigate this room. Look at the number of books here. It would take days to search everything. Let's try to make the best of this situation and search every corner of this room, eh? Investigate this room, but we still can't be stuck here forever. We need to find a way to escape eventually.
Let's try to persuade Teruya. He said that he'll take care of our meals, so he will return to this room and bring them to us. That'll be our chance. That'll be our only chance. We should calmly try to talk our way out.
He didn't seem like someone who we could talk to just now. Are you sure we'll be safe even if we try that?
Teruya is a man of many secrets. Like Nikkei said, we shouldn't just naively trust him. But I don't think he's the type of guy just to do this without any reason.
I agree. If he was actually someone this crazy, it should have shown during the times we spent together.
If you guys think so, let's do it. Besides, I don't think that we have any other options. If only he didn't carry a gun.
Onade was that crazy, and no one even suspected it until the investigation.
I just don't think anyone anticipated how crazy, because people did point it out.
Yeah.
In the trials. Then it's settled. Teruya's probably going to be here by supper time, so until then, let's try to investigate the room. And could someone provide Mikado with some first aid? What? Why would we ever? This is what I want to say, but you're right. I don't want to do another class trial because of that. Keeping him alive is probably for the best for my life's sake. I'll try to heal him up somehow.
Talk about doing the opposite of what you want, huh?
Read the room, you fool. She is like also. She's also like one of the most insensitive people in this group. Like, and it's not even like maliciously. Like it's not even like.
She's just socially clueless.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't call her out on that.
Now let's get a move on. Why are we the type to be down because of this? Are we the type to be down? Wait, are we the type to be down because of this? I don't think so. Yuki's starting to get bummed out again.
Which makes sense. I mean, you're stuck in a random room by someone at gunpoint, holding you at gunpoint. I mean, I think I'd be pissed too. Despite the outrageous events, we hadn't given up. Rather, it seemed like the chaos somehow fueled us even more to stay together as a team. A few seemed like they were a bit anxious, but it wasn't enough for us to stop investigating the place from top to bottom. We all started to investigate the room we were currently trapped in. We were already technically living in a communal life on this island. But to think our communal space would get shrunken again to a single room. I don't know if this was the intent Teruya had, but ironically, getting to be with each other all day long somehow strengthened our bonds. Seems like some are investigating while the others are resting. I should get moving as well. During lockdown, you can spend time by either resting on the chair to your left or investigating with a friend. If you investigate, you'll gain experience points and your intimacy with said friend will increase. So you can't do the other stuff. So this was the which statue was this again? Oh, that's the Ayame one. Okay, I was wondering which one that was. I like how we can just see him just sitting here. Okay, so this is where we can sleep or rest. Let's just test it. I guess it doesn't matter which one we use. I guess this just gets you experience for doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just testing to see what it does. Well, that's a good amount of XP, though. Level 15. 2 skill points. You got closer to your Ruko. Well, I guess at least it passes quickly.
Yeah. Any progress, everyone?
I mean, did anyone really think we'd find clues that easily? Well, let's not be too hasty. There's still tons of books we haven't searched. We haven't searched even among the ones that are still within reach.
Every one of them were an incomprehensible mess. Would it really be worth to investigate all of them?
Let's try and stay motivated. We did need to investigate this place sooner or later, after all.
But I'm so hungry that I can't move another inch. Let's see. What time is it now?
Unless that big clock isn't broken, it should be around 7. Just about supper time, huh?
About Teruya bringing us meals. He was telling the truth, right? He should be back any moment, right? If he doesn't, we'll starve to death trapped in this room. Iroha, would you stop whining? Instead of wasting time waiting for him, we should at least try to find some more clues.
Agreed. We've confirmed that we each didn't have much results, so let's change that. What is it?
Can't you smell that tasty aroma? Sniff.
What do you mean? What smell? Oh, he's unlocking the door.
Yes! Food!
Food, glorious. Whatever that song went.
I brought you food. Looks like you're all okay, huh? I hope it was gonna be something more than just food from the convenience store.
Well, I mean, I doubt he cooks. I doubt he can really cook.
Yeah. I mean, I had no other option. Mikado is the only capable cook we had, and he clearly cannot cook in the state he's in right now. Oh, what diddly darn? Why is he, like that?
He
What
just...
diddly darn?
That's funny. He's just painted, it's fine. Nikkei beat the hell out of him, that's all.
Ah, see. Well, it's technically not against the current rules, so I guess he'll be fine. Him.
Whoa, it's piping hot. Did you warm it up for us? And what are these hot packs?
I thought food tasted best while warm, and without these, you'll die trying to sleep out here. They're the least I can do for you after I put you through all this. If there's anything else you need, tell me anytime.
Why are you suddenly acting like you're the good guy here? You're the one who threatened us with a gun and trapped us here.
I told you, I didn't do this because it was personal or anything. I'm just trying to keep casualties at a minimum. Because I'm going this far. It's because I'm going this far that I'm going to do my best to keep you all comfortable. Oh, I guess it would have been stressful if we had to consider the cold on top of everything.
Especially you.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wondered, like, do they like sleep in their clothes? Like in the regular series, like do they sleep in their clothes? Like in like the clothes they wear during the day?
It does seem like that.
Because I
Because
don't...
every time people get wakened up in the middle of the night, it doesn't seem like they have to like change clothes.
I think the only time you see them like not wearing their clothes at night is like in that one scene in 1 where Hina, at the end of chapter 2, where Hina, you see the scene of Hina in her bed, and she goes to
Yeah.
get the donuts, but she finds Alter Ego. I think that's the only time you see anyone at night when they're not wearing their main clothes.
Yeah.
So
But it's probably just a limitation on the art thing. So
yeah,
they might be actually wearing some kind of pajamas at night.
yeah. Are they able to even like wash their clothes? I guess they. Well, yeah, I guess they can wash clothes.
Yeah, there is a laundry room.
Yeah. So, it probably isn't important.
Oh, I called dibs on the tonkatsu rice bowl. Don't mind me if I help myself.
Turia, how bad is how's the situation outside?
Not much to report, honestly. It's just me and Shobai outside, and he's the same as ever. I can't even locate where he is half the time.
So he is in the tower with us.
Yeah.
So everybody is here. I am fairly certain Shobai's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He hasn't done enough in the plot to justify killing him off.
Yeah.
So I feel he's okay.
With Mikado, I think we're fine constricting him like that, but he might get in trouble if we aggro Shobai, so we should probably leave him be.
I agree. He won't be able to do anything crazy when he's out alone anyways.
Well then, I'll be leaving for now. Hope you have a good meal, and I'll see you all next morning.
Wait. What is wrong with you people? Having supper nonchalantly while exchanging pep talks? Is that why we were waiting for this guy? Yeah, he's like kind of freaking out about why we're just so casual about it, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really care to be trapped in the room either.
Yeah.
If I was in this situation, I'd probably be that. Unless we were investigating, I'd just be the guy who's just laying in the corner of the room, just trying to sleep to pass the time.
Yeah.
That would probably be me. All right. Sorry, this felt like the natural thing to do for some reason. Teruya, it's time you stop this. I mean, just let us out of here.
Again with this, I'm pretty sure the last time you asked, I told you with a gun pointed at your head, eh?
We have no time to waste. This was supposed to be an important chance for us.
How are they gonna go investigate the books each morning?
That's a good point.
Because that was...
Monocro did say that if you don't show up, you get punished.
Yeah. So he at least has to let us out to do that each morning.
Yeah.
And I assume if there's any murders that are going to happen, it'll be during that time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. That's... this is not good, dude. It's building up to something. But I'm not sure what at this point.
Important chance. No time to waste. You've got some explaining to do about that. Wait, did you find some clues about the voids or something?
Oh, well, that's
Not the case, then this is your best option. Come on, think about it. The more you search for clues without any direction, the higher the chance you might get killed. If we all gather around and watch each other's back like this, then there's no murder that could occur forever. Leave the escape plans to the grown-up, okay? Even if it was assigned by Mikado, I'm technically still your guidance teacher. You grown-ups should be responsible for your safety. So keep calm and shut up. That's what's good for you.
Like that, Yuki wasn't able to answer back. He had no choice. If he admitted that we had gained new info, he would be betraying Nikkei. Worst case scenario, Teruya might shoot Nikkei on the spot if his identity was revealed. We never discussed the possibility of this topic coming up, and he wasn't the one to decide whether to reveal the truth or not.
I beat Mikado up. I'm sure you've already noticed it by now, but some of the rules are okay to be broken right now. So it's perfectly safe for you to sleep here. No more objections? Alright, I'm out. Yuki, how about we talk about this over supper?
Shut up. How are you able to eat in a situation like this? You know what? You can keep all the food to yourself.
I was trying to help.
You are never helpful. That's like the blunt honesty. You are never helpful, and the only times you are when you aren't, are times when you didn't even do anything, and it's just kind of luck that you were.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned during that last trial, like she was only lucky, or she was only useful because of something she didn't really even try.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't something she outright did that was helpful, that she intended. Like I said, she is not helpful in any context right now.
Yeah.
Like you said, she sucks at reading the room. She's not very logically intelligent. She's also a coward. And obviously knows some things that she's just refuses to tell us. Which I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't tell everyone now when Mikado can't do anything. If you're gonna do something, now's the time to confess when Mikado can't actually do anything to you. I mean... Yuki, I told you not to be too hasty. He's got a gun, for crying out loud. As long as he has that, we can't throw out much resistance. I know, but... Well, I should thank you guys, I guess. If you had blown my cover there, things would have been really bad.
You know, Teruya, I definitely thought he had gone completely insane earlier in the day. But didn't he seem quite normal just now? What do you mean, Shinji? It's just that I was prepared to say something to Teruya once he entered. But he was acting far more considerate than I thought. And maybe think that he isn't doing this because of some crazy reason. Yep, and he warmed up all this food and he brought these hot packs and that kind of completely caught me off guard.
Well, what? He still trapped us here. Are you gonna live the rest of your life here, bro?
That wasn't what I was suggesting.
Now, stop fighting and get to eating. I mean, you're not thinking of protesting by fasting, are you, Yuki?
Yeah, we're gonna need all the strength we can get. Whether it's to escape or investigate this place.
In the end, we just spent the rest of the day trapped in the break room. I wasn't able to pick a side in the end. While I do understand Yuki wanting to escape this place as soon as possible, and those who want to wait and see what's going to happen, but I also started to understand where Teruya was coming from. Maybe he was right. Nikke told us a lot of stuff, but results-wise we still had no clues. Though we were motivated to investigate a lot of stuff, the possibility of another murder happening before we find something was definitely still there. In that sense, Teruya's method, while stupid and crazy, was definitely the safest option out there. After we had our supper, I searched the room some more, but nothing came out of it. And then as midnight came, someone suggested we should get some sleep. Though without some of the rules at Monocro there was no obligation for us to sleep during nighttime. But since everyone was so tired, we all agreed and got ready for bed. Well then, it's definitely a bit early than usual. I should get some sleep as well. So is everyone just like sleeping on these tables and stuff? How are you supposed to sleep with all these lights on? I mean,
I don't know.
I guess you can. I've definitely slept with lights on in my room before, but like
I
if I just
definitely
happened
wouldn't.
to fall asleep.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be able to sleep. I can barely sleep if there's like a few LEDs in my room that are on. I need like complete darkness to get good sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We got our own like bench. It's like a picnic table, I guess.
Alright, boys. If you try to come over, you're all dead to me.
Now that violence isn't allowed, why don't I perform my secret 108 hit combo if they try to come over? Don't worry, I won't come a millimeter closer. Sleep well. Though it wasn't a small room, we couldn't let the girls sleep with the boys together, so we decided to sleep in separate groups. Us girls decided to sleep on the long chairs, while the boys slept on the tables. I think I'd honestly probably... Well, I don't know. I mean, there's carpet. I would probably prefer to sleep on the carpet.
I don't know. Depends on how thick the carpet is, I guess.
Yeah. I was about to say I could just sleep on the floor, but that's brick.
With all that stone floor, yeah.
Yeah, because that's definitely stone. I don't think I'd want to sleep on the stone floor. I probably could.
What I would do is I would get a pile of books and try to make like a pad under the carpet out of books to make like a makeshift mattress.
Yeah.
That might be the only slightly comfortable thing you can do.
Yeah. I would hate to be Mikado right now, sleeping without clothes on the cold stone.
Yeah, with your hands tied up behind your head.
Yeah. I mean, I said I'm definitely one of those people who, if I'm tired enough, I can virtually sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you've seen me do that. I can pretty much sleep anywhere if I'm tired enough. But there's not really a lot of comfort.
Just like laying on the concrete in the line for amusement park rides.
Oh, I forgot I did that.
Yeah.
I forgot that I did that. I was asleep for like a minute, and then he woke me up.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep much the night before.
Yeah.
True story, everybody. And so ends our first night in the tower, as well as the first night we slept somewhere else other than the monocruise.
Good night, Sora. You won't believe how tired I am right now. So there's so much going on today that. Ooh. And she's already asleep.
I can't say this is the best bed I've ever slept on. I mean, I can kind of lie down on it, but it's hard and rough.
How about we use some of these books as pillows and blankets? Why are you laughing?
Well, we always slept alone because of the rules, right? And sleeping together like this feels like a pajama party or an actual school trip. I mean, it sort of does. I mean,
Yeah.
I still imagine like on like school.
Sleepover.
Yeah, I imagine like when you guys went on like school trips, like if you went on like overnight ones or something, you probably still all had like different rooms.
Yeah, it depended on what kind of trip and place we went to. But yeah, like for like the trip to like Washington DC, we all had our own like hotel rooms.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was ever like a
Hard to
trip.
remember.
I'm trying to think if there was ever like a trip you would have gone on where you all had to sleep like a bulk, like a lot of you guys had to like sleep in the same area.
Yeah. I mean, at least with school, pretty much every field trip was like only a single day. So we didn't really sleep anywhere, but
Yeah,
I know like going on like football camp, we
mhm.
all just slept in like a camp bunk room.
Yeah. I think the only time I've really... Yeah, when I was on a trip down to New Orleans in college, we all had, like... The place we stayed at in that area was, like, a big bunk room.
Yeah.
And then... I mean, even though when we were all staying at the beach house, like, the group of us guys were at the beach house, not everyone was in the same room.
Yeah.
And then... I mean, I had my own room, so I got kind of lucky. I had my own room. So
Yeah.
I was like one of only 2 people in that group who had their own room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess there was one trip I was on when I was in youth group where a bunch of us had to sleep in one area. I don't remember where it was specifically, but I do distinctly remember that particular time was the only time I've ever ended up sleepwalking somewhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, that didn't end very well.
Yeah.
And I had to like walk back to where I was because I woke up in the rain.
Yeah.
It did not end well. Lucky I didn't get sick.
I just remember when we went there, it was like for a field trip. It was super cold that night.
Yeah.
And I could barely sleep because we had to sleep in a stone hut.
Yeah.
And my feet were absolutely freezing. Because like even with my socks and shoes on, the cold air in the sleeping bag was like brutally cold.
Yeah, I was, I think when I was there, I think we also were in the hut, and I had a sleeping bag that I think, like, was somewhat cold resistant, because it was still, I actually don't, I think we went when it was summer, so, or at least, like, late summer, so it wasn't super cold, but it did rain a lot.
We went in like February.
Yeah.
It was like literally like 20 degrees outside. But
I mean, I don't remember if it was summer, but I don't know when exactly that trip was that we went. But I don't think it was like super cold. But it did rain a lot that night we were there. It didn't rain the first day, but it did rain that night, and then it rained into the next morning. So it wasn't raining when we left, but it did rain a lot in the morning. Because I remember having to walk to where we were getting breakfast in the rain.
Yeah.
It was kind of miserable. I think I slept for a total of, like, in terms of the total time we were there, I guess the total time would have been around 24 hours that we were there. Because we were only there for one day. We got there probably around, like, 11 and then we were there and probably left around noon the next day. So if you count the full time I was there, I probably slept for about 12 of those hours, which is probably more than anybody else. Because outside of the time I slept at night, I slept for like 4 hours during the rest of the day. Kind of, I don't want to say I was slacking off, but I was just kind of passing time harmlessly, just sleeping in this one area until people found that I was sleeping over there and it woke me up. So this is what people tune in to hear about. Not that I have any memory of experiencing one of those for real.
Too bad it's a killing school trip.
So what do you think, Yoruko? You think we might be able to be... You might think I'm being insensitive considering that we're being trapped here. But would you care for a little nighttime chat?
What? But... Oh, I'm not saying that I don't like it, but... I don't have anything to say, but...
Yoruko, come closer. I can't hear you well. Is she about to, like, prank her? That'd be pretty funny.
Sora!
Nikkei just staring at us.
Like, what are they doing over there? Eek!
Ow, why did you hit me?
What are you... Why are you here? Didn't I tell you we'll end you if you come over here?
So you have chosen death. Wait, hold on. I was trying to get back the note I left on the chair during our investigation.
That's not an excuse. You're gonna die tonight.
Oh, would you all just shut up? You think we're on a picnic now? We're trapped here, for crying out loud. Would it kill you to act a little bit less insensitive?
Sorry.
Am I the only one serious right now? Is this all a joke to you? What the hell are you doing, bro? Shouldn't you be the one to knock some sense into these people?
Yuki, stop raging and go to sleep. You need to calm down. There's nothing you can achieve by being mad at everyone. Trying to stay positive like Sora is a much better alternative. I can guarantee that.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry for being a total jerk. I'm sorry for ruining your precious moments. No, we were a bit too excited for no reason. Sorry, everyone. Good night. What a good team we are.
Yeah, they're like a very dysfunctional family.
Yeah, like the Teen Titans or something.
You're the reason this all happened. How long are you just gonna stand there? Scram!
Ow, stop hitting me! Just because the rules are gone doesn't mean you have to load everything you've got on me. Yoruko, Nikkei, could we please get some sleep? And Nikkei, do you really want to sleep with us that badly? Oh, sister's calling me. Let me go take this call real quick. I'll be right back. Hello? Alright, I am back.
Alright.
I am back. Am I hearable?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, that was, yeah, my sister. So. Yeah, she doesn't call very often, so when she does call, it's usually something significant, but she was actually just returning a call. I called her earlier. I was asking if she wants to get in on the bracket contest this year.
Oh, yeah.
That's regular season's about to wrap up this week, and the NCAA tournament starting next week.
Hmm.
So, wanted to ask if she wanted to get in on the bracket group this year. So, alright. Who, me? Never.
Did something happen? Oh, sorry, Roha. Did we wake you up? Just go back to sleep. There.
Good girl. Good girl.
She's like a little puppy.
Yeah. Except much less useful.
Yeah, the puppy might be more useful.
Yeah. Does this make you feel like we're a married couple?
Boy, am I tired. Good night, Sora.
Yeah, she loves, like, just messing with her.
Yeah, she knows she's gonna be very, tsundere.
Yeah. I don't know if Sora... I don't think Sora actually likes her that way. I think she just likes messing
No,
with her.
yeah. Sora definitely has a little bit of a rascal personality.
Yeah, she's like a rascally rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think also the series does a good job at, like, being really vague on who characters, like, the main characters are interested in. Except for Shuichi, when they would make it pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So, like, I think they make... I guess each protagonist does have one pretty obvious character they're interested in, but they don't ever go too far with it. To the point where it's like, it's like a actual story point.
Yeah.
It's like, even with, like, Makoto in the first game, like, it's like hinted at that they can become a couple later, but it's not really a big focus in the story. And I think that's good because you don't really need that kind of thing in this series. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, with, like, Shuichi and Kaede, it's pretty obvious that they like each other and actually could work as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, because Kaede dies so early, that, you know, you don't really get to see that unless you do the love suite scene with her, and you kind of see that. And
Yeah.
you also do end up doing her free times, and you see, like, they actually could work as a couple when you do her free times in the extra mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Hajime, you know, that's probably left the most, like, ambiguous who in the game as to who he would be interested in. Like, I mean, they do make it, like, really hint at Chiaki, but you don't really see that as much as the other two.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with the anime, when you look at that, like the Despair arc, you can kind of see that there's feelings there.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the only, like, out of the three ships, like, that's probably the one I like the most out of the three protag ships. As much as I like
Mm-hmm.
Shuichi and Kaede, as much as I like that, because it's not, and, like, I don't know if it's fair to say because it's not their real personalities that you don't know how it would work. I don't know if that's really
Mm-hmm.
fair. I don't know if that's fair to say that.
Yeah.
So, but even then, I really like the the Hajime and Chiaki ship. I actually like that one.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, my opinion on the Makoto and Kyoko one, but I think the Hajime Chiaki one's probably my favorite. And because I said, like, the 2 is also a game where there's a lot of shippable characters for the protagonist in it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the third game, there's really not for the protagonist. With the exception of, like I said, Kaede, there's not a lot of shippable characters for him because they're just kind of entwined with other characters. And then for 1, I said there's a decent amount for 1, but I mean like, who's gonna ship Makoto with Toko or Sakura?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Hina, they don't usually do a lot with that. I mean, even like Celeste, there's some, but not a lot. So I mean, unless you're shipping Makoto with Sayaka or Kyoko or Bukuro, you're not seeing much of anything else.
Yeah.
Like Hajime, there's like 5 of the girls. Because outside of like Akane and I guess Hiyoko, you could ship him with any of the other 6.
Hmm.
I mean, Mahiru, Mikan, Ibuki, Chiaki, as I said. Even Sonya. I guess also not Pekko. You wouldn't really use Pekko because that's, she's kind of already spoken for.
Or she speaks for.
Yeah, she speaks for Fuyuhiko. Yeah.
Well, we should probably continue if we want to finish this before midnight.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right, and we're going to bed now. Okay. I guess they don't really ship Yuki with anybody in the first game, which I think that's good. This is our first day trapped in the tower by Teruya. So far, everyone seemed to want a bit of space. Some people even seemed to agree with what Teruya did. We were all tired of the killing game, after all. Yeah, I didn't realize it was almost 9 o'clock already. We didn't realize how painful it would be to stay in the tower. Fatigue has been restored. Yeah, this ain't Titan's tower here. The skill Night Shroud. Okay, that's the one we got from Yoruko. Up. Or wake up. Sora, wake up. I guess that's Yoruko.
Sora, are you alright?
Is everyone still alive?
Yeah.
It looks like everyone's still alive. For a moment, I didn't realize where I was or what I was doing. First thing that came over me when I woke up was pain. The pain from the freezing cold. I felt numb all over my body and my eyes felt frozen shut.
Yuruko, some hot packs. Thanks. Sora, warm your body with these. Do you feel better?
Yoruko, what's going on? How did it suddenly get this cold?
I don't know. We only realized it after each of us woke up.
Did a blizzard come through here? Like an even worse snowstorm?
Yes. But it seems like the temperature dropped by a large margin compared to yesterday. You'd think that it would be this cold even inside the tower. If Teruya didn't bring us hot packs yesterday, we would have been done for.
I warmed my body with a hot pack Yoruko gave me, and when I looked around, I found everyone else had been doing the same. Sure, the tower wasn't that warm to begin with, and we had no heaters or radiators around. But it wasn't this cold yesterday. Even considering we had just woken up, this was too cold to be normal. It was like someone deliberately messed with the settings and dropped the temperature. How could they do that in this room?
I don't know.
I think the only place they could do that is the power room.
Yeah.
But no one except Shobai could even get down there.
I wonder if they're gonna start burning the books for heat in the fireplace.
Maybe. This is seriously a big problem. It was fine yesterday, but this cold's gonna continue. We won't be able to survive much longer.
We should tell Teruya to bring all the remaining hot packs next time he visits us.
I just realized with Monocro on the fritz, nothing's going to be restored or replenished at the mart with Monocro on the fritz.
Yeah.
So once we run out, we're out.
Yeah. Including the food.
Yeah, about to say, yeah, if we run out of food, we're out. Like we're just screwed if we run out of food.
Unless they let Mikado out to make food.
That's opening up for a lot of big problems.
Yeah.
If you do that.
I already contacted him through the handbook that if he was going to bring us breakfast, he should also bring a bunch of hot packs. But we've got a much more serious problem at hand.
More serious than this? Bro, I can't take it anymore.
Just hold it in. We can't just relieve here in front of everyone.
Yeah, there's no bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering that when they first got locked in here. It's like, where are they supposed to use the restroom?
Were there bathrooms in the funhouse? Yeah, there were. There were.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no bathrooms in here. That's right.
Unless once Chiruya arrives, so just keep it in a few more minutes.
What's wrong with him?
I guess we didn't even think about this since we were so startled yesterday. But there's no toilet to speak of here.
What? I mean, I guess that was already an obvious fact, but I never thought about that in relation to the fact that we're trapped here.
I have a habit of relieving myself first thing in the morning. So I'm doing my best to hold it right now. I can't say I'm doing a good job of it.
Okay, you probably could have left that out.
Yeah.
A little too much info there. And now you see what's up with Yuki. Morning, Nikkei. Huh? Oh, good morning. Though I wouldn't really call this a good morning, a good one by any means. We were all loosened up yesterday thinking that it would be possible to live a life like this. I also didn't want to die anymore, and actually thought it would be okay for us to live here in peace, but...
To be honest, that thought came across to me as well.
But now that it's come to this, we're starting to see the problems. We might freeze to death. We can't wash ourselves or go to the toilet for that matter. Should be breakfast time soon, so Teruya should be here any minute. We should cut straight to the chase, explain the situation, and ask him to let us out of here. Here he comes.
And speak of the devil. Gosh diddly darn. Ain't it cold in here? Did everyone get a good night's sleep? Are you joking? How are we supposed to sleep well under this weather? Seriously, what's with the cold? I'm not sure what's up with the weather. It wasn't like this yesterday. The outside is getting abnormally cold as well. Oh, Yuroko, these are the hot packs you asked for. I brought as much as I could carry. We eat first. A full stomach will help us beat the cold, they used to say.
I don't know if I don't want food or hot packs, I want out. There are no toilets in here. You should have the decency to at least let us relieve ourselves, you know, like normal human beings.
Oh, toilets. I completely forgot about that. Why don't you first eat breakfast? I'll try to find a big pot or something like that.
It's not any better.
A big pot.
Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. I mean, why would you want to do that in like the room with other people, like where they can see you, like, and you can't like get rid of it? That's kind of disgusting. I'm like not gonna lie.
What? One for number 1 and another for number 2 should be fine, right? 6. No, 7 people will be using it, so I'll have to find an extra big one. Whoa. Stop right there, Teruya. Don't you think that's a bit, on the nose? I kind of feel violated right now.
Just let us leave. It's fine if it's only for the bathroom breaks.
Why? What are you gonna do once you're out? Suspect one another, only for a murder to eventually happen, and then the class trial. I can already see it.
Why doesn't he just go with them to the bathroom? I mean, if he walks with them to the bathroom, even if it's like a girl, he doesn't go into the bathroom. Like, he could just walk to the bathroom and then walk them back. I guess the only problem would be if it was a girl and he couldn't go in the bathroom and they did something in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a guy, he could just go in there and look. If it was like Yuki, Nikkei, or Shinji, or Mikado, he could just go in there and look. Although I guess ideally you wouldn't want to let Mikado out at all, because if he got out, he can use his powers, even if Teruya had a gun at him, he could still probably use his
No,
powers
he can't.
before.
No. Well,
If he went out of the tower is what I mean.
yeah.
Because there's no bathrooms in this tower.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Do you really want to repeat the same story again? You think I can be persuaded by words just because I was a little bit nice to you? Well, too bad. No one's getting out of this room.
Where does he go to the bathroom? Like, does
I
he
don't know.
sleep in this? Does he sleep in the tower too, or does he go back to the ship?
Well, he apparently can unlock stuff, so I guess he can go all the way back to the ship if he wants to.
Well, the problem is if he gets out, then the door has to be unlocked so we can get back in. That means Shobai could get out.
Yeah.
So I presume he's been sleeping here too, but where does he use the bathroom?
I don't know.
I'd rather die than get treated horribly like this. Let me go.
Rather die? You serious?
What? Yuki? Did you just punch him?
Sora!
Are you alright, Yuki? Was it just me, or did Teruya look like he was seriously about to shoot Yuki? There was this feeling of actual murderous intent. Yuki, huh?
I guess she like tackled him down to the ground.
Yuki, you didn't. No, this is...
I know it's painful, but I told you, this is the only way. I experienced the exact same thing you're going through.
There were bathrooms in that ballroom, though.
Yeah.
I feel obligated to point that out. There were bathrooms in there.
And they weren't stuck in just one room.
Yeah.
Hey, they even had their own bedrooms.
Yeah.
To be honest, things are much better than back then.
Not really, I mean.
I'll try to make everything as convenient as possible, so just stay here. Don't make things more complicated than now.
Despite our arguments, Teruya left us alone in the room again. His will is too strong to break. If we could brute force our way out, then maybe we could have solved this one way or another. But Teruya had a gun, the literal symbol of violence in his hands. The gun represented power among us, and there was no one who could rebel against it.
Sora, Yuki, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but...
Yuki. Sora, I'll take over. Come here, Yuki.
No, that's going a bit too far.
I'm not sure if I can hold much longer. I'm getting real close to the danger zone.
Teruya said it'll bring a bowl, so just keep it in till then.
Seriously, do it here in front of everyone? What about the sound and smell? You think we don't know that? We've got no choice. Oh, sorry for shouting. But as long as Teruya has that gun, we can't do anything.
Well, you heard her. He's totally serious right now. If we stand up against him, he'll kill us. Trial or not. Yeah, what should we do about the situation? We weren't even allowed to struggle with Teruya when Teruya holds all the power with his gun. Where did we go wrong? Should we have discussed the intel with Teruya beforehand? Should we have not entered the tower? Other than Yuki crying, there was silence in the break room. Oh, I guess that's Mikado waking up. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's like... Oh, that brat.
We completely forgot about him. He finally woke up. Well, he's probably freezing.
Yeah, he probably is. He's probably, freezing.
Yeah, because he has no clothes on, sitting on a stone floor.
Yeah.
He's trembling like crazy.
Well, I'd imagine I'd do so too if I was wearing just my underwear under these conditions. Don't just stand there. Give me something to wear.
He's asking for help?
I mean, maybe that was the point of the
Yeah.
thing being shut off. That if he just dies of natural causes, there can't be a trial.
Yeah. Or would Taria be... I mean, assuming Taria can't control the weather, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Shut up. I hope you freeze to death. Nikkei, let's give him some hot packs. What? Seriously? To him of all people? If he dies, it'll reek of rotting corpse in here. How could you? And besides, perhaps he knows the reason why it suddenly got colder. If you say so.
well, I do agree that it's a waste that we've got to use them on him.
Jesus. Much better. I knew I could count on you. So? Excuse me. What's up with this weird weather? If I knew, I wouldn't be shuddering in the cold right now. Why would you hit me like that? Haven't I been hit enough already? Enough times already? Something about you just pisses me off.
But what now? Even if we say we take care of our business using the bowl that Taruya will bring. What about washing ourselves? My hair would stink if I didn't wash it every day. Suck it up, will you? We're all going through the same problem.
We have 3 solutions. 1, we find a clue in this room to escape this place. 2, Taruya gets in contact with the outside world and we get to escape together. 3, we fight head on and win against Taruya with the risk of someone getting hurt. They all seem kind of unrealistic to me, but isn't number 1 our best option?
We can't decide this by ourselves. After Yuki, takes care of his business, let's talk about this with everyone. Is Taruya off to make the bowl from the ground up? Why is he taking so long? I can't hold on much longer. Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff.
Speak of the devil again.
Hope you got my reference there.
I think I did. I definitely feel like I've heard that before.
Cliffhanger from was it is the PBS show
Oh,
from Between the Lions.
oh, that. Okay, it's inverse. I
Yeah.
heard that name.
And that was his catchphrase. No cliffhanger, hang from a cliff. And
Okay.
that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
It's kind of funny.
And you can't hold on much longer. Every time he almost gets off the cliff, something sends him back up to the cliff.
Yeah, I have a very vague idea of that. It also reminds me of, like, when you said
Yeah.
cliffhanger, it's like, was it that scene in Phineas and Ferb where Doofenshmirtz is like falling off the waterfall and he's like, I don't know why they call this a cliffhanger, like not a cliff fall, or it's not like we're hanging off the edge of this waterfall or anything. And so it just kind of reminds me of that.
Guys, Taruya should unchain the rooms when he enters, right? Can't we run it past him then and there?
Who wants to bet that you get shot before you take one step out the door?
Then you should be the one getting shot. As karma for deceiving us as the void all this time.
Honestly, I feel it should be the one who didn't confess, the one who's still anonymous. Like, I feel that should be
Yeah.
Iroha that should get the one that gets the karma.
Yeah.
Because at least he's trying to help us. Iroha's doing nothing.
Yeah. Unless he's lying about something.
Yeah.
He could be lying about his hate for Mikado.
It just seems so genuine, though. Like,
Yeah. But he is a. He did say they are talented liars.
what if Mikado was lying about that?
Yeah. That's the rub.
Yeah, this is such a really bad situation right now.
Just be a good little meat shield for us.
Are you crazy? There he is.
Mr. Teruya, please! The thingy! Hand it over! What's he mad about Mikado for now?
If you yelled, I didn't get the clip.
Oh, I haven't yet. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
trying to think of what he could be possibly so mad about now.
Yeah.
Mikado Sonoji!
What did he do? Uh-oh.
You little dog shit.
Whew, that was a critical hit. What? Why are you hitting me?
What did you do, you little...
I didn't do anything. Why are you always blaming me for everything?
Don't you lie to me. Then who else could have done this?
Stop. I haven't got the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I won't stop. Not until you answer me. Now what did you do?
What is he even talking about?
I don't know. What? Teruya, what's going on? This is the same as then. I can't let this go on, but what if someone gets killed?
What is it, Taria?
So
Just explain it to us.
So he's worried that the same thing that happened to Satsuki and Haru will happen to them?
I don't know.
Is that what all this is about?
I don't know.
We're trapped here in this tower.
So he can't get out either.
Yeah. What? The front door won't open. I didn't block it or anything. The locks and chains aren't there. Yet it still won't budge.
Wait, so even you can't get outside the tower?
You're kidding me, right? What about the bowl? The hot packs? The bowl? The meals? The bowl? That's not the focus here. If everyone's trapped here.
Sucks to be you, Teruya. But this is karma.
You're kidding me. What, you're telling me the tower locked itself up? You think I'm lying to you? Come out to the main hall. I'll let you see it all this time.
Something big had happened. Not a controlled confinement by someone like Teruya, but actual confinement. We were actually stuck inside this huge tower forever. Teruya, who is that stuck up with not letting us out, let us out the main hall.
Okay, at least they weren't stuck in there forever.
Where the heck is Shobai?
Guess he's just kind of up somewhere else. I wonder what he'll say when he realizes he's also trapped in here.
Yeah.
No way.
What if he was the one who did it? I don't think he would. What if we had to gain?
Yeah. If he like somehow like got outside the tower while Teruya somehow didn't notice and then blocked the door with everyone else inside. That sounds like something he would do, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he kind of does. We followed Teruya out of the break room into the main hall after spending a whole day in there. In front of the door was locked just as Teruya said. The front door was locked just as Teruya explained. And it wasn't the same lock that Teruya had physically put chains on in yesterday. It was a weird feeling where it felt like there wasn't actually a door there, but there was a faint drawing of a door there.
What?
What does that mean? And as we tried to push open the door, it felt like we were only pushing the wall. Why, it wasn't like this just yesterday. We're done for. We're trapped forever. Trapped in the break room, and now trapped inside the whole tower.
Ruya, when did this actually happen? Surely you would have noticed, considering you went outside multiple times for us. I don't know. It just happened a few minutes ago when I went through this very door for your breakfast. But after our conversation at the break room, I tried to leave and the door was just like this. Too cold.
Whoa, what's up with the wind? And why is it so freaking cold? Wind? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We're indoors. How can there be wind here?
Yeah, how is there wind in a giant tower?
Yeah.
Perhaps there is a way out somewhere in this building. I don't think so. We searched this place from top to bottom ever since we arrived here. Ruya, I'm sorry, but I think this is the time for us to team up. We need to cooperate and find an exit out of here. What would Kinjo do? What would Kinjo do? What would Kinjo do? What would Kinjo do?
Teruya?
No. You guys will be under my protection. Yeah, it does seem like the, this foundation isn't quite as, on the up and up as they make themselves out to be.
Yeah.
What? Don't get the wrong idea. I only let you out just to show you this door since you didn't believe me. Now that it's over, it's back to the room for you. Unless you want to take a bullet or two to the face.
Yeah, where the heck is Shobai? Is like I said, is he still in here or did he get out? Because I mean, if Teruya had to like leave to go get the food, he couldn't obviously lock the door when he went out. So he wouldn't have been able to get back in.
Well, you could have locked it from the outside.
Then why would he have put the chains on the door in the first place?
So he could get in and out.
You serious? You don't even realize the situation we're in.
It's because of this situation that I'm doing this. When facing peril is the likeliest situation where murder could happen, take it from me.
We can't even escape the tower for crying out loud. How is there any point in imprisoning us inside the break room?
Tower's huge. If I let you loose in here, I will never be able to keep an eye out for every one of you. This changes literally nothing. Lock tower or not, you guys need to stay inside the break room. That is exactly how we can stop another murder from happening.
The hell with that, let us out, we want freedom.
Yeah, this is truly the last straw. There's a pressing for the sake of safety, and then there's just being plain crazy. Guess which side you're on. If you really think so, then you leave me with no choice. I'm gonna have to kill you all and myself. What in the world?
He's pulling a Kinjo.
Yep.
Well, hold on.
He did
how
ask
serious
what
are
would
you?
Kinjo do.
Yeah. I mean, Kinjo is not the role model I would take after. Well, hold on. You're not serious, are you?
Why are you aiming at me? I didn't say anything. Yoroko's the one who said it. Don't push me.
Things were escalating into a very explosive situation. Tension between Teruya and us had come to a point where the agreement and cooperation was not an option. Every one of us in the room felt it. We felt that he was serious. He was seriously about to shoot us. We were all frozen at the fear of being shot. Is this where Shobai shows up? Oh, the monitor.
My comrades, please gather immediately to the Oracle Room this very instant. That voice, that means...
The book thingy we did every lunchtime. Is that time already?
We'll talk later, after Monocro's done with his business. Believe me, I don't want to kill you any more than I have to. I'm not sure I believe that.
I don't know either. Monocro's announcement came at the perfect timing. It signaled a truce between us, and we were able to avoid the worst outcome. But that doesn't change the fact we're still trapped inside the tower with no escape plans came to mind. Just what was going to happen to us. Okay, so Shobai is in here. So he didn't get out, so he is stuck in here with us. And somehow Mikado got his clothes back.
Yeah.
Just like yesterday, we all gathered up like this, yet it seems like decades since then. Shobai, whom we had totally forgotten, was there, nonchalantly, as was Mikado, who we freed for this exceptional occasion. So Shobai, you were in the tower as well. You were lurking outside. We would have at least tried to ask for help. Not that you're the type of person to help, but...
What are you muttering to yourself?
Teruya, while I am grateful you set me free, but I would most appreciate it if you got rid of this collar around my neck as well.
Shut up, you brat. You know I had no choice but to bring you. This is a mandatory event.
Oh my, so that would mean you did it because you cared about poor little me. Actually, yeah, he could have just left him there and let him die.
Yeah, like why do they care if Monocro kills Mikado?
Yeah, they could have just left him there and let him die for not showing up.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. As if, you little freak. I just want you to be not dead so you can get punished by the law. I guess that makes sense. And after we're done with this, I'm gonna strip you and tie you down again. But don't even think about escaping if you value your life.
I can't resist without my magic anyway. And why are you still insistent on stripping me?
Then let's get right to it. From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick up one of these books. When your name is called, just come forward and pick up any book. Inside the book contains helpful info. If you're lucky, that is. Why don't you try your good fortune, will ya? The exact same lines again. Once you pick up a book, you can check it only on the spot.
So did Aroha ever go to the bathroom? I guess not.
After that, you must return it back to the shelf. If you don't, it'll be punishment time. Now, let's start with V001. Come out and pick your book.
Okay, so we're doing this again. The exact same script for the same event. Our original objective was to discover the reset codes to the event, but the thought never crossed our minds right now. We were already busy thinking about a much bigger problem at hand. So today's book event ended without much significance.
Now then, everyone, get back to the break room.
Seriously, don't you think what you're doing to us is pointless in our current situation?
Well, I guess there's no other option. Let's all die together. That's the only way to salvation. Wait, what? How in the world did you come to that conclusion? Tuya, you're not the person to do this.
Alright then, shoot me.
Yuki?
It's already over. Without food or a way to keep ourselves warm, we'll just end up dying anyways. I'll die the quick way if I have to starve in this cold otherwise.
Can't just go and...
It's better to die now than to meaninglessly struggle for the little time we're given to live.
Yuki, shut up. I imagine this is probably Shobai here. Seems you're in a bit of a pickle, eh?
Right then when things are about to seriously go south at that very moment. Somebody that we never expect to join our conversation. Is that Shobai? Nah. Yeah, it is.
Say, why don't I give you a helping hand?
Shobai? What's he gonna do? What's the deal with you?
If it's food you need, I can take care of that. Who you think you are? Don't just go butting into other people's business. Do you even know the situation we're in? Back.
I love that clip.
Of course. Because of that rainbow dip shit, I couldn't get out of this tower as well. And from your convo earlier, I could clearly see an unknown source cause something that locked the whole tower. You knew and still acted like that? Wait, hold on. You were in the tower this whole time? For us, Chiria had brought us breakfast and everything. How were you able to not starve?
Maybe this is where that food dispenser comes into play.
Yeah. Good question. That's where this little toy comes into play.
Shobai, with a smug grin on his face, pulled out a small metallic key. What is that?
You didn't. Bingo. The key to the storeroom. I thought it might come in handy later down the line. Hand it over now. Whoa, settle down there.
Teruya, what does he mean by that? The key to the what storeroom?
Have you seen the room around the middle part of the tower? That's where the storeroom is located. There's a small exit there where food is constantly replenished. But to access it, you need a key to go across the metal bars. I had found it weird that there was no key to be found anywhere.
Oh, it seems like our greedy little Shobai had taken the key for himself.
Food? Did you say food? Phew, at least not doomed to starve to death.
It's not the problem here. What good does food do when we can't escape this place, you idiot?
Calm down, Yuki. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Bro?
We try to struggle against Teruya, it'll probably do more harm than good. The strategy here is to hold it out. If we can take care of food while stuck in here, there's still a chance for us.
We can still easily freeze to death.
Maybe.
Even if you eat, unless the weather gets better, even if you eat enough food, you can still freeze to death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to start burning the books.
Yeah.
For heat. Assuming they can do that.
Yeah. Well, the question is, how would they start a fire unless it's a gas stove or a gas fireplace?
Well, there are candles on the walls.
Oh, yeah, good point.
What you're saying now is no different from a child throwing a tantrum.
The hell, as if I'm the only one who feels like that.
It's the truth, guys. Hear me out. We're trapped in this tower regardless of what Teruya is up to. It's only been a day, and we've still got ways till we even investigate the rest of the break room. We should take Shobai up on his offer and try our best to stay alive. After all, our only other option is to die together, like Teruya suggested. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be cooperating in hard times. He's got a point. You heard them. You heard him. I'll take care of everyone. You're not needed here. Just hand over the key to me and leave. Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. There's no such thing as a free lunch, you know. Quite literally in this case. What? 100 crow for a meal for one. A sensible price, I should say, considering the situation we're in. You're trying to sell us the food?
Think of money in a situation like this. Is the food limited or something?
I wouldn't say unlimited, but there's enough food to go around for all of us, I say.
And you have no reason not to share it with everyone. Just how scummy can you get? Nah.
Share the food. What good would that bring to me? Girl, you've known me for a month. Isn't it time for you to know what kind of guy I am? Cheapskate. Trashy moto. I have no reason to listen to you any longer. Have you forgotten that I've been holding in my hands this whole time? I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to take it from you by force. You might not know this yet, but violence is allowed at this current. Violence is not against the rules. Sure, I know. The rules section of the handbooks have gone completely apeshit. That much is obvious. Alright then. Shoot me. What?
That face.
But as long as you're up for it, go straight for the critical hit. Don't be a loser and accidentally miss and make me survive the shot. Like Kinjo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up so I didn't have to.
I knew you were. What the hell is wrong with you? I've shot my fair share of bullets, and I know how fast this situation can turn into me holding the gun at your huge ass head just because you were a teeny bit off with your aim. The thing is, though, he's got a 6-shot revolver, and there's more than 6 people in the room.
Yeah.
So even if he took down most of them, he wouldn't be able to kill everyone unless he's got more bullets than 6.
Yeah.
So take the shot. Drive a clean hole through this man's head, eh? You don't think I won't shoot you if you act like that? Fine, I'll take the shot. Oh, good answer. As a prize, I'll let you know that this key ain't even the right one. What? You think I'm crazy enough to show you the real deal in front of a guy with an effing gun? Of course the key is hidden somewhere else. So if you kill me here, that'll be a no to my offer. That means no key, no food, and no means of survival. You're bluffing. You've got to be bluffing. Bluffing or not, the choice is up to you, rainbow dipshit. But what's it gonna be? Would you pay the price of a sandwich for a proper meal? Or would you just let the gun rip off and kill everyone in this room? Make your decision. I haven't got all day, you know. Yes, shoot him, Teruya. He must be bluffing. Eh, don't believe me? How about I give you a bonus gift?
I just realized that his tie is tucked into his pocket. That's why it never goes straight down. I was wondering like how that was happening.
Yeah.
And I just noticed that in that little cutscene, and now I kind of see it in this sprite.
Yeah.
Like his tie is tucked into his pocket.
Yeah, the little like breast pocket.
Yeah, I was wondering like how that happened. Like how a tie was just going like that all the time.
Yeah.
And with that, Shoba threw the key he was holding to Iroha.
Huh? What the? Go to the storage room and see for yourself if that's the real deal or not. Should be enough to figure out if I'm bluffing or not, you stupid bunch.
Bravo, as expected from the ultimate broker. Even I would have taken up on this offer with that level of performance.
Shut up, Mikado. Alright, I get it. I'll pay for the meals. Really? I've got more important things to worry about than money. And I don't want to waste bullets to the likes of this guy. Wise choice, Your Honor. But I need to take everyone to the break room. I'll head over to the storage room after I'm done with that. You wait for me there.
This gives credence to my strategy of like if I was in this game, I'm kind of doing things by myself.
Yeah.
Like then maybe I get to live like Shobai does and like kind of get to go around kind of unchecked.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd rather have that than be stuck in a room with everyone else. I mean, I don't know. We were in prison once more, but in the break room under Teruya's guidance, like a jackass. Just moments ago, we were all trying to rebel against Teruya, but now that the food problem was solved, we all suddenly agreed in silence to oblige to Teruya's requests. Were we that desperate to avoid the harsh reality that was put upon us? Or did we think this was the most sensible solution to take? I had no right to question either the other's choices. Because I myself decided to silently follow Teruya to the break room.
It's quite quiet in here, isn't it? What are you doing over there, Yuruko? Trying out the reset codes. We picked out a new book, remember? Gotta at least try it out. Didn't work. Don't worry. We've taken care of our starvation problem. And we still have a lot of hot packs left from when Teruya brought them. What about the bathroom issue? Weren't you the one who was crying on and on about that all morning? Well, now that we're trapped in here, it's not like we have a choice, right? Oh, that reminded me, I still didn't... Oh no, it's coming!
I was about to say, did she actually ever go to the bathroom? Shut the hell up, Iroha.
Hope you didn't wait too long. I brought food that I brought from Shobai.
Wait, what are these? These are just calorie bars.
Shobai said that'll be enough for one meal. Said that's all he had since yesterday. But still, this is going too far. Well, it's a relief for me. People will go crazy for food, I tell you.
Like you.
Yeah.
Like he was the one who hoarded all the food.
Yeah. All that's left is the bathroom. Now that I'm stuck in the tower as well, I won't be able to bring you guys that pot I promised. Try to search for a substitute within the tower. Fine, Taria. We just need to take care of the meals. We'll take care of everything else. Well, alright then. As I emphasized yesterday, this is all for you. As long as you don't give up, there will be hope. Just keep it in until then. See you tomorrow morning.
Did he put Mikado back in here? I don't see him.
He must be in the back on that tower.
Yeah, we just don't.
Where he
We just can't
was.
see him.
Yeah.
After Taria left, there was a heavy silence in the break room. It's like there was not only a lock at the tower that kept us from leaving, but there was also now a mental lock between our bonds.
Yes?
Now then, let's get our priorities straight. Nikkei, throw all the books that we've already checked in the fireplace.
Oh, so you were onto something. The fireplace?
Yeah, since the temperature dropped, and considering the limited number of hot packs we have, we need an alternative method to keep ourselves warm. Yuki, you and I are gonna make a bathroom out of these books.
Bro, are you serious? So you're just gonna give up and live here for the rest of your life?
That's not what I'm trying to do. I told you, the best course of action right now is to survive in this place. We need to make do with what we have.
And do it yourself. I'd rather look for more clues than waste my time doing that.
Yuki. What's up with him these days? His mood changes on a whim. He keeps on saying bad words.
Shinji, I'll help.
Oh, you will? Why, thank you. I'll help too. Can't let Sora take care of everything.
As typical, Roha doing nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't even assign her to do anything. That
Nikkei
afternoon,
didn't volunteer.
yeah. That afternoon, Shinji, Yoruko, and I spent time creating temporary bathroom using books. During that time, Nikkei managed to light a fire in the fireplace using the books. I wouldn't call it satisfactory, but we were at least able to make some quality of life improvements. But no one showed a sign of being relieved or satisfied. We decided to investigate the break room again, though there was just a hint of awkwardness among us this time around. Oh, there he is. I probably should save.
Yeah.
While we're thinking about it. Hopefully, I hope, like, tomorrow something's gonna happen, because, like, they can't just keep us stuck here for this long, like...
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start overwriting files soon, because I think it's only 30.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, before you start overwriting stuff, you should probably copy all the saves you have into like a separate folder. That way, if we do want to like go back to the old saves, they won't be overwritten.
Okay. Well, you have to. We'll do that off stream at a few points.
Yeah.
Maybe after this stream we can do that. Yeah, let's just get past these. There's nothing really we do during this time. 3,000 for that? Nice. Hey, level 16. At least I'm leveling up for this, getting skill points. It was now nighttime. Excuse me. Actually, the only indication that it was nighttime was through the alarm, through the clock in the room, so we weren't honestly that sure. But since everyone was so tired, everyone except Yuki has stopped their investigation and was getting ready for bed. I guess I'll call it a day for now. The only thing I had was a single energy bar, so I should save my energy. Oops, wrong way. The second night in the tower is now over. Thanks to the hot packs that Teruya brought in the fireplace, the temperature has become somewhat comfortable. The toilet was only temporary, but less embarrassing than I thought it would be. But still, I can't see a way out of the break room. How much longer will it take for us to get out of the tower? I mean, is the fireplace any bigger than the one in the ghost house? Maybe we could like Santa Claus our way out, if it's any bigger.
I doubt it's that big.
Yeah,
it
probably not. Maybe Iroha could fit.
Well, it probably like just turns into like a small pipe.
Yeah, if it didn't do that, maybe Iroha could fit up it, but
yeah.
And as the situation is now, everyone was more hopeless with everyone speaking less and less. While obviously we'd lose our motivation when we've been imprisoned since yesterday, a lot of things are happening at once. Our group relationship is cracking little by little. What? Is it snowing in the room?
It's snowing inside.
How? How did that happen?
It's a virtual world.
Yeah.
So the literal physics of the world are like breaking down.
Yeah. It's freezing. Is it morning already? Huh? Though it's not as cold as yesterday, what greeted me along with the cold air was snowflakes falling from the sky.
Are you up? Come here to the fireplace and warm yourself up.
This is snow. Just how? We're inside a building and it's snowing. I know it's virtual reality, but we're just gonna throw out all the laws of nature, huh? Well, this is a virtual world. This virtual world was constructed to be 100% identical to the real one. Things should still behave logically even if we're in virtual reality.
Then how do you explain Mikado's magic?
He's an exception. I mean, he's the one who prepared this place after all.
But it seems like he doesn't even know what's going on this time.
He might be playing dumb, but pressing him seems pointless at this point. That aside, what are Yuki and Shinji up to?
Yuki seems completely unfazed. He's investigating the books with a pretty serious face right now. As for Shinji, he's been silent ever since he woke up.
Oh, the snow, he's freaking out now. He's having that freak out again.
Yeah.
Shinji? He said he had PTSD about snow. He seemed fine inside the tower up until now.
What should we do? Aren't we in a pretty bad situation? Yeah, like eventually the whole floor and everything will just be completely covered in snow. Yeah. Yuki is beyond control, and if Shinji's like that...
We should keep investigating.
Laura?
Even if we ponder about this, the best we can do is investigate. This is the only way out of here.
Yeah, much better than someone dying.
I say we sacrifice you and just take one for the team and get out of here.
Yeah.
Or sacrifice Mikado and then just get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the problem is, yeah, if we do that, someone else has to die too. Whoever actually did the murder has to do it. But, I mean, saves the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, not ideal, but...
And they say that the temperature actually increases a bit when it snows. Crazy, huh?
Snow falling from inside the building. Shinji being immobilized and Yuki being cut off from the rest of the group. Even in these dire situations, the best we could do is investigate. But is that really enough? And like that, meaningless time flew by. Every day was the same. The same event, the same activity. No progression on the investigation. Endless books of unknown letters. Teruya did let us out once a day for our book meeting, but no string. No string we got was the reset code for any of us. And just like that, 3 days had passed.
Sora, what's up? Why did you want to gather everyone? Could you keep it short? It's almost bedtime.
The reason I've gathered you all is because I think we've had enough. Everyone, do you know how many days we've passed since we've been stuck here? 4? No, 5. And you're all just fine with that, being stuck here forever?
But it's not like we have any other outs, and living like this doesn't actually seem that bad. Sora, I want to escape this place just as much as you do, but...
Then let's do it. Let's escape. Well, we would have if we had a way to do so. I already told you how on the first day. Option 1, investigate this place until we find something that can help us escape. 2, Teruya gets in contact with the outside world and we escape together. 3, we fight Teruya with the risk of someone getting injured. I see no hope in pursuing options 1 or 2 anymore. So we must fight Teruya. It's the only option we have left.
What?
What?
Sora, wait. I know that's the only way. I know that, but... He's got a gun. Someone's definitely gonna get shot. Worst case scenario, someone might die.
Agreed. Staying here doesn't threaten our lives, does it? We should wait out a little bit more. Everyone, recall Mikado's words a few days ago. Albino girls say what? Mikado said we had stopped trying to think. As much as I hate quoting Mikado of all people, but he's got a point. We must take great risks if we want great results. When did we become this afraid of taking risks? Please, everyone, lend me your strength, or else we will never be able to escape this place. Finally, someone who's making sense. Yuki? I'm all for Sora's idea. I was gonna do it alone, but since you all seemed hopeless. Seems like the only sane person here is Sora, eh?
Do you think we haven't thought about it? It's just that it's too dangerous.
Dangerous? How? You're afraid you're gonna die here? Big deal. We're only gonna be dead in we're only gonna be dead in the virtual world anyway. I guess dying here might bring some unexpected consequences to our body in the real world. But if I was given the choice to fight to the death or give up thinking and live a meaningless life, I would gladly take a bullet or two. No, Yuki, no one's gonna die. We're gonna escape this place unscathed. That's how we're gonna plan this out. Of course, that would be for the best. I was just supposing the worst outcome. Please, everyone, lend me your strength. I'm on board with this as well. And while you're on that plan, could you also free me once you escape here? I'm fine with leaving him here.
Yeah. We'll keep the fire going for you a little longer.
Yeah, we'll keep the fire going. I beg of you. No, I've been a jerk to everyone these last few days. But as Sora said, we need everybody on this. That's how we're gonna get out of here.
Stand down, Yuki.
Bro?
That's not courage, that's recklessness. Even police go through extensive training to handle people with guns. Sure, we'll be able to stop Teruya if the 6 of us attack him together. But someone will die. We don't even have first aid kits here to treat someone if they get injured.
What's wrong with you, bro? You've been acting weird lately. Why are you just giving up like that?
I told you, we have to stay put right now.
Until when? It's already been a few days. We've investigated this place thoroughly, and what did we get? No evidence. No clues of escape. Nothing. You're usually the one to rally everyone. You're our leader. You've always...
Shut up. What do you know? Do you know how it feels to have someone killed because of your recklessness?
Shinji, is this because of the snow? Don't give in to your inner fear, Shinji. We need your strength.
If you're gonna do it yourselves. I'm sorry, but I'm not in.
Bro! Yuki, leave him be. I was naive to think that everyone would just agree to this. It's an extremely risky plan, after all. It would be best to have everyone on this, but I won't force anyone. If anyone wants to not participate, tell me now. I figured you're a coward.
Yeah. Then I'm out too.
Roha,
I don't understand why we have to take that risk. It's not like we're gonna die here. I mean, there are some things I feel are pretty uncomfortable, like the bathroom issue. But we can adapt and live here peacefully. I don't want pain. I don't want to die.
if you let me go, then I will gladly sacrifice myself to be your personal meat shield. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yoruko, Nikkei, how about you? I'm honestly not sure if this is the right choice. Teruya did say that if one of us rebelled, that all the others would die, as they are partly responsible.
He did. Then how about we all just pretend like none of this ever happened? No. I'm gonna fight.
Yoruko,
Sora's right. We can't do anything without taking risks. If we yearn for hope, we should achieve it with our own hands.
F it, I'm in. Nikkei, when you think about it, this is partly my fault. I'm the one who said that we should investigate this place, and that sort of led us to being trapped here. Now that I'm not a void, and I'm on your side, I should follow through and fulfill my responsibility. Besides, Mikado won't be able to do anything to me right now.
No, that has nothing to do with Shinji and me. I don't want to die, right, Shinji? Please, just leave me alone for a while.
Relax, Iroha. We'll all be fine. You can stay put if you're scared. We're gonna get everyone out safe and sound. So 4 of us. Got any plans? No, I was gonna think of one once we agreed to do this. Actually do this. Then hear me out on my idea. I've been thinking about it a few days.
Huh? You've really been thinking about escape non-stop.
I was the one who said we should fight Teruya from the start, remember? Alright, so what's the plan? Although I failed to gather everyone's strength, I was able to group a small team who shared a common goal. Yuki's plan was like this. Since Teruya had to open the door himself and enter the room, we will hide beside the doors and attack together with heavy books once the door opens. Because it was a surprise attack, we might just be able to take hold of Teruya's gun. The main problem is just how strong Teruya will be, but even a grown man wouldn't be able to win against 4 people that easily. Alright. The question is someone gonna die before they can do it?
I don't know.
Shinji now seems like really at risk, too.
Yeah.
The fact that he's doing nothing. Because it almost makes me feel like he's gonna pull like a Gundam or something and sacrifice himself for everyone else so no one else gets killed by the recklessness.
Yeah.
Maybe like a way to atone for like letting his friend die in the fire.
Yeah, it does feel like something he would do.
But the question is, does that mean he's gonna kill someone else or kill himself?
Yeah.
Or is he gonna let someone kill him just to escape? Oh boy, dude. The operation day was tomorrow morning when he brings us the calorie bars. I should sleep early and preserve my strength. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. No one knows if we made the right decision. But I, for one, don't regret what I said. If we don't take the risks, then there's no way out of this situation. The others must have realized that. Quick question. If you were in this situation, in this group, what would you have agreed to do? What side would you have taken?
No, I say I would have gone for it.
I think so too. I know I'm usually a pretty passive person, but I think I'm also someone who, like, when I know something has to get done, I'm gonna actually do it.
Yeah.
I think I think I'm with you on that. I think I'd go for it too.
Yeah.
Like it or not, time did not wait for us. And the day of the decisive battle was about to dawn. Here we go. Okay, and everyone's alive. Everyone, are you ready?
This day was bound to come sooner or later. Let's do this. Someone might get hurt from this. Someone could even die.
Perhaps we really did make the wrong choice.
Sora.
So if anyone's scared, it's still not too late for you two. Wait, Sora, I think I should be the one to say that. I thought none of you had the will to escape this place. So I was cursing all of you behind your backs. And I should be more thankful that you even decided to listen to my plan. Hey, don't get ahead of yourselves, you two. Huh? We've come this far. We're already motivated and ready to go because of you. If things go south, we'll worry about it when it happens. I'm sure it will all work out somehow. I should be the one apologizing. Betraying the void and promising you guys new hope, yet achieving nothing.
But are we taking turns about who can apologize the most? It's almost time. We should focus already.
You're right, Yoruko. Thank you, everyone. Alright. I wasn't
So
sure
weird
if my...
that they didn't put Sora's sprite there.
Yeah, they never do.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if my decision was the right one to make or not, but at least I won't regret it. All that's left is believing in the others, and the fight that will ensue. Our opponent is Teruya, equipped with a gun. And if we take this seriously, he will also try to seriously kill us. So no mistakes are allowed. We only get one chance when he first enters the room. And so we hold our breath and wait for that fateful moment.
No, we're doomed. We're all gonna die.
Hurrah, everyone! May we finally get rid of that beast Teruya and set my poor soul free. The other two were silently holding their breaths in the corner of the room. They aren't going to join our fight, but we have to protect their lives as well. Our failure would result in everybody taking responsibility, and that responsibility meant death. As we acknowledge that fact once more, we silently bid our time. Until... Here we go. Here he is. Huh? Gah. What? Yuki!
What just...
Yoruko, watch out! Ouch.
Sora!
Is he just, like, knocking everybody out? I was kicked in the gut by Teruya. Excruciating amounts of pain flows down my body. I had to thank the fact that I ate nothing but calorie bars for the last few days. His power was almost enough to make me faint on the spot. What was that? What just happened? Why did Teruya attack us immediately after entering the room? How did he know we were hiding beside the door?
When it comes to ambushing, if you gain knowledge of it beforehand and use it against the attackers, the result is much more devastating than what was intended for the target. Man, the number of times your teachings have saved me, Kinjo.
Alright, but how?
How, you ask? How did I know about the ambush, and how did I know it was going to happen this very way? Is that what you want to ask? Let go of Sora! Ow! Seems like you've underestimated me, and to think I went to such lengths to warn you. Now, where do you think the person who imprisoned you... Where do you think I was sleeping this hole?
He's right outside the door.
I guess so.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I specifically recall saying that I will be on watch. Don't tell me you didn't think that I was wandering around minding my own business while you were stuck in here, did you?
What? That's what I thought. He
I
was,
was-
on the opposite side of the door, that's what I thought.
I was always there on the opposite side of the door watching you. The meeting you guys had yesterday? Well, no, not just yesterday. I've been watching you the whole time you've been trapped here. There's no way I could have not known. I knew the fact that today was going to be the big day. I knew that two of them didn't approve of the plan. Hey, Truya, you were watching us the whole time? I thought you just said you would look for ways to contact the outside world. That rescue would come soon. There's no way to contact them. What do you mean? I'd given up on that a long time ago. All that's left for us is to wait for the Foundation itself to come rescue us.
Then why would you trap us?
So that no one would die until the Federation comes to the rescue.
Federation.
Foundation. This is literally the only way Kinjo would have done this. Can't have the same thing that happened to me that time happen to you as well. Can't let anyone sacrifice themselves. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the same thing as Trial 4.
Yeah. True, yeah.
Oh, his eyes, dude.
This is the only way. No one will die. I will protect everyone. This is how it should be, right? Right, Kinjo?
He's like kind of infected him.
Yeah.
I imagine Ray was smarter than that.
Yeah.
So Nikkei was right after all. Teruya cried out in agony. What made him act like this? What drove him into such insanity? All that was clear is there was no words that would ever convince Teruya right now, and we had lost against him.
I told you that to rebel means death. I guess this is what happens if you try to rule with violence. If sacrifice is what you wish to see, that sacrifice is what you'll get. You'll all die here.
No, I don't want to die.
Yuki, in the end, what were you to me? I wonder.
So he doesn't remember him.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop! Here he comes.
Ugh!
When Teruya was about to shoot Yuki at that exact moment, Shinji leapt out at Teruya with a war cry.
Shinji, I thought you weren't in on this. I can't just let someone precious to me die again. I won't fail to save them this time. Ugh. The gun. Nice catch, Yuki. Now hold it tight.
Shinji started strangling Teruya with his arms. Wait, Shinji, don't kill him!
I know, I'm just putting him out of consciousness.
A gun. There's a gun in my hand. Yuki, now that I have this. After grabbing the gun that slipped out of Teruya's hand, Yuki muttered something under his breath and pointed a gun at Teruya. Is he gonna kill him?
Yuki, wait.
I can kill him. I can take revenge for what he did to all of us this time. To us all this time. Now it's finally my chance to kill him. No! Ugh.
Ugh. Nice one, Sora.
I was barely able to stop Yuki as I snatched the gun from him. At the same time, Teruya let out a cry and lost his consciousness. The situation was over just like that.
That'd be funny if they tied him up next to Mikado.
That'd be funny.
Ugh. Yeah, he's not dead, is he? He's not dead. I went easy on him. He's just unconscious, that's all.
Yuki, I'm sorry for hitting you. Are you alright? Yeah, I should be the one apologizing. Just what was I up to?
If you're not hurt, then let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, we're all safe and sound. It's our victory.
I wouldn't say we're completely fine, seeing that some of us are a bit injured, but considering no one's dead, this really is the best result we could have had.
We all can thank Shinji for that. Teruya had seen through our plans. We would all have died if it wasn't for Shinji.
Not at all. I wasn't anything of the sort. We're lucky that Teruya had been convinced that I was not going to attack him from the conversation that we had yesterday. And to be honest, I can't move my body that well even now, ever since it was snowing inside.
Yet you took action. You saved my life.
Yuki.
All I ever did was say bad stuff to you, and yet you're always there to help me out.
Dude, that doesn't matter. Don't you dare cry, Yuki. What did I tell you about acting like a man?
Bro. So we really did win.
Yeah, we're finally free from this life.
We all shouted out in celebration. This is our first victory that we had earned in this whole school trip. Although we didn't expect that victory to be against Teruya instead of the Void, but we won nonetheless. To say we were proud of ourselves was an understatement. So when are you going to free me? Some time had passed after that. Teruya was considered a threat, just like Shobai and Mikado, and thus was tied down. But it wasn't like we were going to completely oppose Teruya. We decided to have a conversation with everyone, including Teruya, in another room. A self-organized meeting was something we didn't have for a long while, barring only the daily book routine.
And so, what are we gonna do with this criminal?
Oh, yeah, they got him pretty bad.
Yeah.
Heads up, Yuki. No murder allowed. Of course, I was just panicking that time, okay?
Let's tie his hand down and wait for now. We can't completely restrict him like Mikado, right? Criminal, eh? Kinjo finds out. I'm gonna be so dead. You've been on about this Kinjo person. Who exactly is he? He's my friend. A friend and my boss, the head of the Kisaragi Foundation. I think I mentioned him once before.
The head, so he's in control of the foundation.
I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I really was doing all that to protect you. Seriously, you tried to kill us? That's because you tried to resist me. Look, no one actually died in the past few days, remember? That's a pretty deterministic way of looking at things. I get what you're onto, but your methods are wrong. I know, but this was the only way for me. That's how how the Kisaragi Foundation works.
Yeah, so
Does
Nikkei
that
was right
mean?
all along.
Uh, but he definitely had that crazy look in his eyes.
He did. He had the same look Kinjo did at the end of the first game.
Uh,
With that, we finally realized the reason behind why Nikkei told us to keep his reveal a secret to Teruya. We have no clue about what kind of a place the Foundation actually was.
Why?
Hey, since you were watching us, you must have heard about me as well, right? So yeah, I'm a Void. I've told these guys the truth and have been working with them ever since the third trial. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier, but it seemed like I made the right choice, huh? You must believe in us, Teruya. We won't die even without you. We will all survive and escape this tower and this world.
do as you like. It's not like I have any say in this matter when I'm tied up like this.
Teruya dropped his bruised head down. He looked so defeated with a hint of regret. Well, he did go berserk on us and we almost died because of it.
And we should take turns watching Teruya and Mikado. But what are we gonna do from there? What do you mean? Have you forgotten? We might have gotten out of the break room, but we're still trapped inside the tower.
You're right, although we can just investigate more places, we need to consider meals, bathrooms, places to sleep, among other things. It's probably best that we keep our basic necessities in the break room. We have the fireplace and the bathroom there as well.
To think of it, we kind of made do with books. But how did Teruya and Shobai take care of their business? Oh, in my case, you don't have to answer stuff like that. And Roha, stop bringing up stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's what she's there for.
Yeah.
So, continue our life as before, but expand our investigation. Is that it?
Everyone, I'd like to bring something up. How about we set Teruya free? What if he tries to do something again? Regarding our meals, we have to buy calorie bars from Shobai, right? I'd like to suggest that we leave that job to Teruya like before.
I'm against it. He's probably gonna do something horrible again.
I think it's different. He seems defeated at this point, doesn't even have the gun. If he tries to do something funny, we can all gang up on him. And he should know best that all eyes will be on him for quite a while.
Well, you're certainly not wrong, but
It's not the only problem. Teruya seems to have the most amount of money here. If we try to individually buy our food from Shobai, it'll cost a fortune. So is anyone rich enough here for that? Anyone here rich enough for that? I see. The money problem is something I can definitely get behind.
so is that a deal? You let me free in exchange, I bring you food like I used to?
Basically, is there a problem with that?
Of course not. Alright. I'll bring you the food from Shobai. Now that that's settled, I think it's best we keep him inside the break room as well. Keep an eye on him, eh? So now 8 of us, excluding Shobai, will be living in the same place. Not sure if you'll listen to me at this point, but keep your guards up. You're most vulnerable when you're at ease. Don't forget that the threat of the voids and Mikado still exists.
We're all very aware of that without your help, thank you. Now that we've decided on the rules, we've got one last thing to settle. At that point, I put the gun that had been in my pockets on the table. The gun. This gun was single-handedly what made us weak and useless against Teruya. So conversely, gaining a weapon of this caliber must be a positive addition to our group.
Right, as long as someone trustworthy and responsible holds this, it should prove to be useful later on.
I vote for Shinji on that. I don't trust anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of these other people, not to use it negatively.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
about
trust.
Sora?
Maybe Sora, but I don't trust Yuki right now to handle it responsibly. I don't trust Nikkei. I definitely don't trust Iroha.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah, I
really
don't
trust
think.
Yoruko either. I don't trust any of the four of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. But where did this exactly come from? Teruya, how exactly did you acquire this? I don't know why, but I found it at the top of the tower inside the break room. I was somehow the one who found it first. I just happened to use it against you. I wonder if that's a reference to first game.
Yeah, with the knife.
Hmm?
Well, I mean, there was the whole thing with like the knife in the first game, where they had to decide who held onto the knife in Chapter 5. Or are you talking about another one, or Danganronpa one?
Another one.
Oh, I thought you were about Danganronpa one. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
Danganronpa one.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be right that it is a reference to another one. You could be right on that too.
Yeah. Because, well, there was the whole arsenal thing.
Yes,
so
there was in Chapter 4. You're right.
it would make sense that they would also find a gun here if it's a reference to that.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't the important part. The issue is who should be the one to hold this. I say Yuki's out. He tried to shoot Teruya without hesitation the moment he got his hands on the gun.
And I told you that was because I guess that's just an excuse. Fair enough. I agree that it's best that I don't receive the gun. I mean, is there any need to continue this debate? I don't think any one of us is worthy except Shinji.
What, me?
True, the most trustworthy one here right now is Shinji.
Agreed. He's the one who saved us earlier, and he's usually the most helpful one when the situation calls for it. Oh, this is too embarrassing.
If you take the gun, I know there will be nothing to worry about. I knew you were the right one to trust.
No, as I told you before, I'm in a very unstable state right now. Cold, dry air and the snow is making my heart tremble. I'm doing my best to hold it in.
All the more reason for you to hold on to the gun.
What?
What the gun represents in this tower, no, this whole killing school trip is power itself. I don't know if I have the right to talk about your past, but perhaps this power is enough for you to recover from your own traumas. Right, you literally just jumped in to save our lives. I know I can't be that brave.
What?
God, how indecisive can you get? Then how about we vote? All in favor of Shinji keeping the gun, raise your hands.
Wait, voting? No, you can't just go ahead and decide something of this importance by voting. My, it seems like we're unanimous.
I beg of you, Shinji.
Alright, as weak as I am, I'll try my best for you all.
You know, you'd be much cooler if you didn't act so embarrassed all the time. You kinda would. And so our
Yeah.
awkward relationship seemed to change for the better. We were able to beat the final boss of the tower, Teruya, and regain order and peace inside the tower. There's no guarantee that we'll be able to escape from this tower, nor that we have found any clues on doing so. But we have grown since our last trial through many hardships. All that's left is to do our best and find the truth behind this tower and this whole killing school trip. With our goal set straight, we were able to take a big step toward that goal. Uh-oh. Is this lunchtime? Yeah, yeah.
Girl,
Yeah, I don't think we have to
Thanks,
listen to this.
comrade.
Yeah, I don't think we need to listen to this if it's the same thing. And there's the usual lunchtime meeting announcement, and we gathered shortly in the Oracle room. We continued our usual routine of picking up our books. As expected, there was not much progress gained from today's meeting as well. After that, we went our ways to freely investigate the rest of the tower. You're finally free from confinement. You can now freely investigate the tower. Everyone seems to be scattered, so let's look around. Oh, because this isn't even free time. This isn't really even free time, I guess.
I honestly say we take a break here.
Yeah.
Because it seems like we have quite a bit more till the actual murder takes place. And honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of sitting at my computer.
Yeah, I guess it has been, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I hoped we were going to get to the murder today, but oh well.
We've had to go through a lot of other stuff first.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to take this long. I guess to be fair, Chapter 4 in the first game did go on for a really long time.
Yeah.
So how long were we in that ballroom? Like a week? And that was counting, not counting like the first day or two before we went in the ballroom?
Yeah.
So, well, that's going to wrap this stream up for the night. Next time we'll be finishing up Daily Life, getting to Deadly Life, and all that good stuff. Thank you for joining us. I have been Mr. Grinchman, once again along with ACP. Thank you for joining us. Good night, everybody.